stickers.
Ooh. Do you know who it's from?
Yeah.
You got to thank him.
This is the Riot Squadcast, a supporter-driven show dedicated to LA Galaxy news, information, and opinions. Here's your hosts, Ed Rodriguez and Chris Zero Cool Tucker.
Welcome to the Riot Squadcast. My name is Ed Rodriguez, and we are back in the studio on this fine Tuesday night in Gardena, California. We are here live on youtube.com/Riot Squadcast. If you are listening to our sexy voices right now, please go go share, bring your friends, bring your family. My mom listens to the show. Why isn't your mom listening to the show?
Thank you for reminding me of that this time, right off the bat. I'm gonna keep it good.
And she knows
Keep it
us,
calm.
man. Come on.
Keep it gangsta.
She knows how things go around here, so it's okay. Bring your moms, bring your grandmas. In fact, they'll love to listen to two uncultured people talk about the Galaxy for 2.5 hours.
Maybe it's what they're into. Maybe they're into lower caliber Major League Soccer talk.
Yeah, I mean, look, people are into different things.
Yeah.
Man.
Do you like two-tier podcasts? Let us be your favorite two-tier podcast.
Welcome again. We love you guys for joining us.
Hello, everyone.
We had a little break last week, little family emergency, so we didn't have a show last week. So thank you guys for your patience. We appreciate that. But we are back. It is a lovely night. Another week, another Galaxy podcast. We love it. Thank you guys for joining us.
It's good to be back here on Tuesdays. I like the simplicity of, it's second day of the week. It's a little crazy, a little funky. Nobody really wants to do anything or go anywhere. You come hang out with us.
This is your midweek unwind.
Ooh. Right off the bat. It's nice and smell. Look at you coming out with a fucking material. You're going to make us a one-tier podcast.
Maybe 1.5.
Yeah.
Maybe 1.5.
Just hang out in the middle.
Yeah. Hey, look. We're in the fringe. We're the Galaxy Fringe podcast. Thank you guys for joining us again, man. If you guys are on our YouTube stream, please please share, comment. We have a phone number. Does the phone line open, Ben, if they can call in?
Not yet. We'll open it up later.
Okay, we'll open it up a little bit. But we'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love if you guys ever want to send us an email or send us a comment. You know where to find us. You can send an email to riotsquadcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you guys. So please go listen. We just finished recording our Patreon episode. So if you guys want to get on that, and this week's a doozy. It is a fun little game we played with Benjamin.
I'm not trying to sell anybody on anything.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it is the best Patreon episode we recorded so far. It is the one I enjoy doing the most. I'll say that.
So you can go to patreon.com/Riot Squadcast where you can go $5 is the minimum. You get we're doing a weekly episode with extra content. Usually it's more of like the banter type stuff. We do a little bit of games, do a little stuff. But if we get to 40 Patreon subscribers, we're going to give away an authentic community kit. So for 40, we're going to give away this. Oh, I got stuck in my wires here. The nice authentic community kit.
Any patches?
We got the honey patch.
Honey patch, one side.
And then, you can go to like Nicky's and get like the $5 MLS patch. You can put that on there. But 40 subscribers, we're gonna give that one away to our Patreon subscribers. And then if we get to 60, we're gonna do a season ticket membership in the Riot Squad. So
it's pretty good.
That's great value.
That seems excellent, yeah.
So
and
for
you get all the other shit. You get the Can we tell them about? I want to tell them about today's game. Today's game was fun. I mean, we don't have to.
We'll tease a little bit, and I think we might have like a little commercial that we might put in for
Seems
with some audio clip that we're gonna do in there.
It's the best. It's
but
the best.
To tease it a little bit, we played a game, 2 Truths and a Lie, with Benjamin. using his 1980s
His stories
crazy stories from the 1980s.
his past.
So if you want to llisten, it's patreon.com/RiotSquadcast. You can get there.
It's my favorite episode.
It's pretty great. It's
Even
great.
if you're like, oh man, I really wanted to listen to the other ones, don't even go back. This is where you need to.
You can go back.
No, go back eventually. This is where you need to start. This is the best one.
It's pretty great stuff. We're not trying to blow it up, but it actually is pretty great. Speaking of Benjamin, welcome to the show, sir.
I will say that it was a very good. All three stories were a good indication of what it was like to be around in the 80s
In LA.
in LA.
The fact that they were believable is concerning.
A little bit.
Is a little. When you think back, it's like really what's worrying is like, yeah, they all kind of could have been true, couldn't they? Like I could see him getting in bed tonight and being like, I made the right call to lie to those two. So yeah, I mean, you'll enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed as much. I hope you enjoy listening to it as much as we enjoyed recording it.
Yeah, go check it out. Riot Squadcast. Oh, sorry, patreon.com/Riot Squadcast. Go check it out. Oh man, so what's been going on in you guys' lives in the last week that we haven't recorded?
I do have something new.
Okay.
I got really into mixed martial arts over the last week.
Yeah, dude, you were really like going back and
I've gotten super into it. Well, like, so for all the working out,
Chris is getting bro. He's starting to bro out, man.
It's a process.
He's like, I'm into dudes beating the shit out of each other now, and working out, bro.
My affliction shirts are showing up on Thursday. I'm ready to go. No,
we're chugging our Monster energy drinks, bro.
Sugar
free though, because
low carb, bro. Crush mine already.
Crushing it.
Done. No, I started working out back in January during Squadcast Biggest Loser. I appreciate everyone who helped push me along the way. It's been great, but I've certainly picked it up and kept going with it. We took our side by side photos, like because we're taking updated pictures every month on the 3rd of every month since January, and so I got to see where I'm at today versus where I was at back then, and it's nice. I will take it.
Definitely, you sent me the pictures, man. Definitely showing signs of improvement. It's like crazy.
Yeah, I'm about 40 pounds down from my heaviest, which is amazing. But so while I'm working out, like I listen to like a lot of Joe Rogan motivational talks. I like his simplicity, but listening to him kind of got me into his commentate. He does commentating for
the UFC.
The UFC.
Yeah.
And so I started watching. He talks about the fights a lot. So I started watching these fights. Oh my God, it's the fucking best. It's like a drug. I saw a dude Jorge, can I talk to you about this for a while? Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren. He fucking KO'd this dude in like 3 seconds. And the beauty is going into.
Well, that's the best part of like any like boxing and MMA, right? It's just like the knockouts.
It takes 1 second though.
Yeah.
The beauty of MMA, but what I've seen in UFC so far is like you can dominate.
Much more in UFC now than boxing.
I can watch a little bit.
But I'm saying like you're expecting more, but like someone's gonna get knocked out in this. Like boxing now is just like, man, he's getting to dance around a little bit.
So I'm slowly expanding past UFC, as you would imagine. I'm slowly expanding into
Bellator
into the other
and
federations. Yeah, fucking One and Pride.
He's looking up bare knuckle stuff from back alleys.
I want to say
I've definitely seen a documentary. It was like an Irish town that like these two families like hated each other. And they were constantly like bare knuckle fighting, even like the grandpas.
That town is called Ireland. The entire town. No, but it's like I've watched these guys fight. It is insane to me, man. Like these are the guys that would take over the planet if we got rid of bombs and guns and all this stuff. If we got rid of all the extra shit that makes humans more than the sum of their parts, if we got rid of the tools. Fucking Jorge Masvidal would run the world. Like Ben Askren would lazily run the world. Brock Lesnar would legitimately run the fucking world. That dude would
definitely run.
He would run. He would run like Australia.
Yeah.
And there would be nothing any of us could do. We'd just be like, oh, that's Brock Lesnar. He goes out into the wilds and fucking fights kangaroos and shit. There's nothing anyone could do.
With like one buck knife, and he's like, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll come back. I'm going to feed everyone. Or
like,
not.
Like no water, no food. He's just with just a buck knife.
It's crazy, man. Yeah. So I've been getting into this and watching these dudes get fucked up and some of these great fights. These guys are amazing. I'm not getting into MMA. That's not my avenue at all. But I do.
He's gonna join the UFC gym, isn't he?
No,
he's totally joining the UFC gym.
He's gonna do those. What are the ropes?
Expensive.
You
can battle ropes. You can
The
do
battle ropes, yeah, that's what
I've done battle
Tuck,
ropes.
you want a good book, a good biography? Go read Matt Hughes biography.
I've watched
Oh,
Matt
Matt's
Hughes
yeah.
fuck some people up.
His biography. I read that like I don't know, 10 years ago maybe. It was really good.
You know what it.
I want to ask you a question. So someone on the chat, Bob Sacamano, did Ben used to hang out at the Hollywood Tropicana mud wrestling back in the day?
Wow.
I have been to the Hollywood Tropicana and seen mud wrestling there. Yes.
there you go.
Patreon exclusive.
Mud wrestling.
You've been in
That's as much as you get though, without going to patreon.com/.
Mud wrestling and like Jello wrestling seems so 80s.
But it's
like and a little bit into like the early 90s.
It's been yet again reminding us that he is one step ever closer to being the real Al Bundy in our life.
Yeah.
It's just another example. He mud wrestling. Al Bundy and mud wrestling like crazy.
Yeah, that seems very much a Married with Children thing.
I got into something else this week.
You're just getting into new things, aren't you?
I'm on spring break.
I
got 3 days to breathe. PGA Tour 2K21 on the PlayStation 4. Bro, if you guys got this shit, let's go.
Is it one of the free games of the month or?
No, but it's discounted pretty heavily. You can grab it. You can grab it for a couple bucks. But if it's more than 15, I'm not gonna get it. I think it's like 25.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get it.
That's fair. But it's fun. It's nice. It's calm. It's relaxing. We got a lot of guys in the Galaxy Twitterverse who, can't really get a lot. A lot of people got babies. A lot of people got, they got families. They have shit to do. They can't be on FIFA till 3 a.m. like some of y'all. So you get a nice little golf game in, slow the day down, and then, take off for bed. So we got to play. We played a couple rounds the other day. Played a full 18. It's fun. Get out there, man. Trying some new shit.
Hey, man, I'm all about it, dude.
It's a positivity in my life.
Baby.
Yeah, I wanted to experience. Someone invited me. I think Hugo invited me to disc golf.
Yeah, we've been
trying some disc golf.
I've been talking to a couple people about that too. So once everything.
It's a new thing.
Once everything calms down, we might go out there. I mean, things are calming down again, so we'll see.
But if you guys play PGA, let me know. We got black golfers out here. Fucking cutting it up.
My man's Tiger Woods out here.
It ain't just Tiger no more, baby. We're diversifying.
Look,
did you end up winning on Sunday? I saw you. I followed you for a little bit on Twitter.
I came ironically, as I say,
because you were leading after like 7 holes, weren't you? You were
I led for 1 round.
Okay,
yeah, I led for 1 round. The whitest person in Galaxy Twitter, Bruce from ACB.
I was gonna say Mayo.
Yeah, of course. Fucking disc golf legend. All the white sports, Mayo got down. As long as he doesn't actually have to sweat or get physical contact, Mayo's got it.
Our boy D Klein didn't look like he was doing so well, man. He looked like he was struggling out there.
Mario was having the
was Mario having the worst one?
Mario was a rough one. But it was fun, man.
How about the flick of the wrist, man?
No, this was for the trick stick or whatever it's called. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. So if you got it, you're into it, or you want to give it a shot, fucking let us know. I saw somebody grabbed a copy of it today, which is pretty dope. And they were like, "Hey, let me get in that 4." So let us know, man.
There you go. All right, let's get into some Galaxy stuff, guys. Yeah. Ben's like, whatever, I guess, maybe.
Emmanuel Hernandez in the live chat says, I'm looking good. Thank you very much,
you are,
sir.
sir.
I appreciate it.
First of all, I want to bring up, I told you guys before the show, have you guys ever had, a doctor or dentist appointment that, actually started on time? That you went in? Hey, your appointment's at 11 o'clock.
All the
and
time.
then you got in at 11.
I don't think so, but I'm usually late.
Okay.
See, this is why I do all my appointments, doctors, dentists, everything. I schedule them out far enough that I am the first appointment. 8 a.m., 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever it is, the first appointment. Because I know I'm getting in on time. Because I got sick of doing the same thing. Waiting an hour to get in. It's a nightmare.
Wait till they finish.
Yeah.
I was telling the guys before we started that I had a dentist appointment today at 10 o'clock. I didn't get seen until 11 o'clock. And I didn't get out of there until 1 o'clock.
At the dentist.
At the dentist. That was fun. Very, very... And I woke up late, so I had to, hop in the shower and not eat breakfast.
Well, that part's on you.
Well... Yeah.
That's your fuck up.
I totally forgot to put it in my calendar on my phone to remind me. So we got up and I got up. Well, not late. I made it 5 minutes before my appointment time. But then not eating breakfast and then not getting out of there till 1. And then we started to go. Denise went with me too. So she was in the car for 3 hours waiting for me.
Dude, she didn't take the car and just go someplace?
Well, we didn't know.
You got your phone. I'll be call me when you're done.
Call me when you're finished.
Well, at 11 o'clock, I'm you probably should have just went because we were going to go shopping afterwards. You probably should have just went.
Wow, what a fun day! You had the dentist and then shopping with your wife.
Yeah, it was.
So what was worse?
The dentist for sure. Just I was so frustrated.
What were you shopping for?
So
I care about your dentist thing. I just want to know about the rest.
We got an actual cycling bike, so we wanted to get more of those like floor mats.
Oh yeah.
So we went to like a Ross and Marshalls trying to find a bunch of them. And
Do you remember like 15 years ago when you were young and you're like, I'm just gonna fucking do shit and have fun, and now you're like, I go to the dentist for 3 hours and then I shop for mats at Ross.
and Marshalls. I'm in my 30s, man. Like this is my life now.
Wow. I don't know. There are some 30-year-olds I know, but this is definitely not there. It's our lives.
Yeah. You know what? True. I shouldn't say all 30-year-olds live this way, but yeah.
Andrew doesn't live like this.
No.
I'm not really sure how he lives, but he doesn't live like this.
No. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about it because that just was very frustrating my day today.
Yeah, I don't recall, but I don't even know what time. Like Ben I schedule my dentist appointments in the morning. Like I go when Erica tells me to go. I don't plan any of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of I got married and was like, hey, you take over keeping me alive, and I'll be breathing over here. And she's like, all right, man, I got you. I'll make sure you go to the dentist, and I'll make sure you go to the doctors, and I'll make sure I'll keep you above ground.
What would you do if you didn't have Erica in your life, man?
I play a lot more PGA. No, I don't. Like, what would I do?
Yeah, like
where would I be in the world?
She keeps you like scheduled and like does shit, like keeps your life in order.
I don't know why, but I'm fairly certain I would be on the bus right now if it wasn't for her. I don't even know where I'd be coming from. Don't know where I would be going, but I'm certain I'd be on the bus.
Greyhound or city?
Like a city bus.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going somewhere local. I wouldn't go anywhere far, but I'd be on a bus, and I hate buses, so I'd be miserable.
Yeah.
I would 100% be miserable.
All right. Let's get into Galaxy Talk.
I do want to say, I'm not wearing my wedding ring today. I respect my wife. I just want to put that out there. Reason I'm not wearing it, you boys lost so much weight, it doesn't really fit on the finger anymore. So I'll leave it at home where it's safe. But I want y'all to know.
That just sounds like an excuse to me. But...
Hey, I just want you to know I respect my wife. Putting that out there. Respect my
Because don't you have one of those rubber ones too?
It's too big.
I mean,
it's too big, bro.
I don't think Chris has ever said that in his life.
No, I do have that level of not caring when I do though. I'm just like, it's too big. It's gonna happen. It's too big. You'll be fine. It's too big.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, you make babies.
Just the tip. It's all good.
Whoa.
All right, let's talk some Galaxy talk. We do have some ex-Galaxy news that we wanted to bring up. It was reported for some reason by Brandon Hannon. If you know Brandon Hannon, former Galaxy PR executive.
I don't know. He did a lot of things.
Did a lot of yeah. So, anyways, on Twitter, for some reason, he announced Jeff Laurentowicz is retiring after 16 years in the league. If you remember, he played with the Galaxy in 2016. He's played 23 games for us, scored 1 goal, was loaned down at G2 for 1 game. I think probably like rehab or something like that. He's actually played 443 games in total, 42 goals in MLS. Good on you, Jeff. We've definitely had our troubles pronouncing and spelling your name, especially on this show.
Not even going to try today.
It's a thing. Jeff Laurentowicz is, I think, it was what we called him at one point. So good luck to him.
It's Jeff Laurentowicz.
Laurentowicz.
Yeah, I got it. It took 3 years, but I got it.
It took him retiring, and you're like, yeah, I got it down now.
Now I'm just glad I never have to say his name again.
Yeah, I was excited when we got him on the team, man. Because I've seen him in the league where those set pieces, man, where he got a fucking rocket for a boot.
Yeah, he was one of those guys who like quietly did his job.
Yeah,
wasn't a lot of fuss. Didn't hear about him busting up in the locker room. Didn't hear about him going all crazy. He was just a quiet vice captain kind of guy you want. Good leadership. And when he retired, everywhere he played, came out and was like, "Hey, happy retirement. Wish you the best." Consummate professional.
Yeah, he seemed like one of those dudes who any team he went on was like one of the leaders.
Atlanta benefited from him.
Oh,
directly.
yeah.
Like directly.
Yeah, exactly. So good luck to Jeff on his whatever he's going to get to in the future. I'm sure he looks like a dude who would be like into coaching.
Oh, I see him more in like upper technical office job.
Oh, like an executive role?
Yeah, and we would never hear from him again. Like for if you don't support whatever club he plays for, you'll never hear from him again.
Yeah, like who's the dude we had was a left back for us, converted from a striker. He's with Philadelphia, like their general manager now.
Chris Albright.
I was like, Brian Gall? No, just kept whittling it down.
Chris Albright is a guy like, and he's a Philly guy, I think too. So going back to their club, like I'm sure he would go back to like a hometown and do something. So. I feel like that would be. But good on him. Good luck on anything you're doing in the future.
Wish him
Jeff.
the best.
Wish you the best, sir. Other ex-Galaxy news, and this is not a Pavone update. This is just giving you.
I don't think we have one this week.
We do. Well,
Do we? God damn it.
this is the Pavone update. Is
this is it?
He no longer has the LA Galaxy in his bio.
This is the last
on his
Pavone
social
update?
medias.
All right.
He's back to training with Boca Juniors. So, an ex-Galaxy player. We don't have to focus on him anymore because he's not on our team. So we won't worry about that anymore. Which I'm sure people are gonna have issue with.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
all good.
He's not. He's not on our team. Him training with
The team that owns him.
him posting pictures of him training with Boca Juniors is, it should tell you something. But what do you expect if he's healthy and he's rehabbing and he's in Argentina, which apparently he can leave whenever he wants? Where else is he going to go but to the club who owns his registration, who happens to be in Argentina, and to continue training and rehabbing?
Yeah.
Once we own his registration, which we don't, he would come train with us. But he has no reason to leave Argentina, and he's not our player. He's Boca Juniors player, so he's training with the club who owns him. It seems like all parties involved should probably start moving on.
Yeah, I feel bad and I don't feel bad for people who bought Pavone community kit jerseys. Hopefully, you
Collector's
can,
item.
Yeah,
Collector's item.
there you go. So
You
that's
should
your.
have known better. You should have known better than to buy a jersey of a guy not on your team.
That's a little.
It's a little on you.
Yeah, but good. Good luck to Christian. Hopefully, he finds his spot back in Boca Juniors. So, he's no longer with us. He hasn't been our player for 4 months now.
I wish all parties in his case and investigation peace and loving energy, and I wish him all the best.
There you go.
Other than that, that's it for us.
That's it for us. All right, moving on to we have some MLS news actually.
Ooh, if you got Pavone on the back of a community kit, oh, that's got to sting a little bit.
A little bit.
You could have got a Julian Araujo and got 2 jerseys, but instead you got hey.
Look, we talked about the respect level if you got a Julian Araujo jersey.
Hey, well, no. Hey, look, what type of person do you know in the Galaxy Twitterverse that would purposefully go out and get a Christian Pavone jersey? But hey, innocent until proven guilty.
There you go.
Keep men's rights. Keep fighting the fight, jackass. You enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Man, good thing you got a Chicha jersey. So
Hey, I stay loyal to the people on my team.
There you go. All right, MLS news. It was announced that MLS is implementing concussion substitutes as part of a FIFA pilot program. So what they're going to be doing is you can have up to 2 additional substitutions for concussion protocols. It's kind of crazy, though, because then if you use one of your concussion substitutes, the other team gets an additional substitute.
Like an additional regular substitute?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
So it's kind of interesting.
What do you think, Ben? You like it?
I do like it. I think that,
it adds some little extra layer of tactics to the whole setup.
So it says a concussion substitute may be made immediately after a concussion occurs or suspected, after an on-field assessment and or after an off-field assessment, or at any other time when a concussion occurs or is suspected, including when a player has previously been assessed and has returned to the field of play.
And I think that the referee can send somebody off for a concussion protocol. Now, if someone looks like they got hit in the head and they're a little bit out of it, the referee can say, hey, you know what? You need to put him into protocol.
And make the call for the team?
Yeah.
And I think people are definitely worried about faking a concussion to get an additional substitute in.
I know people were talking about that, but I can't see a player who wants to be out there who is at the level of a professional athlete saying, yeah, I'm going to fake a concussion instead of, hey, I'm going to go out there and score the game-winning goal.
Right.
I imagine there'll be substantial penalties if you're seen as trying to abuse this.
I thought a good way to have not have this be abused is to do how they do with the MLS All-Star game. If you say you're injured, you can't play the next game.
Then you're out for a while.
You're out for the next the next game for your team.
Yeah,
they should, I thought that should have been a rule that they added.
Then you're incentivizing teams to not go into a concussion protocol and to not pull a player for a concussion protocol. If the ref can go hey, clearly this kid looks fucked up, I'm going to yank him out, and he's got to sit for the next game.
That player shouldn't play the next game either. Anyways.
But if he's not concussed, what if he's not concussed? Like you're incentivizing the teams to go, hey, we're going to keep you on the field.
That's true. Yeah.
Which is the whole reason you're giving an additional substitution to say, hey, it's so important. It's so imperative that we take care of these guys' brain.
Sorry, Travis on the live chat says Twellman just busted another nut because someone brought this topic up. Yeah.
I like another.
That was the first thing that I think everyone, if you're like an MLS, like
if you're an old MLS head,
yeah, the first thing you probably went to was, Taylor Twellman is definitely nutting himself right now for this rule. But it's good, man. You know, you gotta treat head injuries with all the seriousness it needs, man, because we don't want these guys to be 50 years old and suffering with the CTE and you see all these, you know, American football players like taking their own lives with just their head injuries are so severe.
And well, at least for our country, we have a chance to act relatively early compared to how a lot of these other leagues are going. Where you're getting players overseas starting to have issues with CTE, because it's been a part of their life for a long time. I think it's great. It gives the team, at least an incentive to look into their players and to make sure that their players are healthy. And we're not seeing these incidents. I think was it David Luiz a couple of years ago, maybe last year, where he goes up and looks fucking rattled.
Yeah,
and they just keep him in the game.
Or who was it in the World Cup? Was it Marco Reus or who was it? The guy who plays for Dortmund.
Marco Reus plays for Dortmund.
Yeah.
Mario Götze plays for Dortmund.
Or it might have been Götze where he like clearly was concussed. It might have been in the final. And he was clearly concussed, but they left him on there for another 15, 20 minutes. And the dude was way out of it.
Yeah.
And that's the shit that you got to stop because that's super dangerous, man.
And then he came in on the final. No, I think it was like the semifinal.
Was it the semifinal?
It's the semifinal.
Okay.
Maybe I need to rewatch the entire 2014 World Cup.
God, please stop.
How else can we answer this question, Edward?
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a great decision. And also to implement where the other team, doesn't have to like, quote unquote, suffer from having
Christoph Kramer got the concussion.
Was that him? Okay.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, I think it's a great idea, and we'll see. I like that MLS is like the guinea pig to a lot of these things. Like we were one of the first ones to do like the VAR. We were the first ones to do
goal line technology.
Yeah, the additional substitutions during the the pandemic. Like,
look, we realize our league is a joke. Everyone watch us while you experiment on us. Yeah, it's fine.
It's all good.
Look, before you know it, the rest of the world is going to start doing run-ups to their penalty kicks. And we'll show them, man. We'll show them all.
We told you.
Yeah.
We told you.
We told you. Nobody likes to draw. Penalties. Run-up penalties to end every game. It's the only way.
I love it. There you go. The next thing we want to talk about is it's been a minute since we've done a show, so we want to bring up there is the U.S. Open Cup qualifications that have been revealed. So what's going to happen is the first round of the Open Cup is set between May 4th and 5th. Will not be played because of protocols if still in place for COVID-19. The event will now feature just 16 teams, 8 of those which are MLS, U.S.-based MLS teams. And then to determine who's going to be those 8 teams, it's going to be the 3 weeks of regular season play. So, and then the Open Cup will start on the 18th and 19th of May.
Okay. So
it's pretty interesting that only 8 teams are going to be allowed into the Open Cup. And the first 3 weeks of results are going to be what matters, or it's going to be like what points per game.
I thought it got shaved down to 4 teams. Is it still 8?
Yeah, because it's 16 teams, and 8 of those are going to be MLS-based teams.
Okay. I mean, is it fair? No, but it is what it is. We're still existing in the age of COVID.
Yeah.
When it comes to cup tournaments, let's be honest. Globally, U.S. Open Cup is outside of as prestigious as we make it because we enjoy it. It's not really that big of a deal. Most of the teams in the country can't travel. Let's just be happy they're doing it at all. I hope we win it, but it doesn't really matter if we don't. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting how they're going about it, how they're doing it. 8 teams seems kind of weird, but I mean, we'll see. I think they should have done it where the teams that are participating in the other tournaments, like the what's like the new league interleague one with Leagues Cup and all that stuff. Maybe say, oh, if you're participating in that, maybe like those teams won't be allowed in the Open Cup or whatever. But I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, good to see the Open Cup back. I mean, it was pretty sad that they had to cancel it last year. The longest running, Cup championship in the States. It's only second behind the FA Cup,
I believe. Yeah.
So that's it's cool to see it back, man. And I hope the Galaxy do well enough where we can participate in a tournament other than the Tucson Desert Cup or whatever we're doing this preseason.
And that's not going well. But it's not the end. It's one of those. It's not the end of the world. I will await San Jose and LAFC being knocked out or not qualifying, and after that, I honestly will probably stop caring. Yeah, it doesn't really matter if we go on a good run. Fuck yeah, enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's a little extra. It's a cup in the trophy case if it happens. But if it doesn't happen, come on. It was based on how you finished in your first 3 matches. The best teams that finished in the first 3 matches got to go to an extra tournament because presumably they're going to be deep enough to handle both. It's as ridiculous as a cup competition. It's akin to giving a fuck about the MLS's back tournament. It's the same level.
Yeah, I put the Open Cup in a little more prestigious light than that, but I get
because we get to compete against Carolina FC. Hey, MLS is back.
No, I get the sentiment, but I wish we would take the Open Cup a little more seriously. But again,
this isn't the Open Cup.
It's a condensed version of the Open Cup.
That's what and the Open Cup itself isn't open draw.
Yeah.
We can't play DeKalb County. We're not going to play the Villages. We're not going to play Minneapolis SC or some of these other teams around the country. We're going to play. We might play Las Vegas, but we're going to play OCFC, OCSC, LAFC, San Diego, Sacramento, San Jose.
What's the team we played last time? It was like Santa Clarita. Was it Santa Clarita or San Clemente? It's like some team from. What was it?
Some lower.
Yeah.
But we play Marquinhos. We play.
That's the one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pulled that name out of nowhere. But we play these teams. If it were a truly wide open cup and it was the whole nation, it's something I care about. MLS is back 2020, way more prestigious than this year's Open Cup. Not even close.
Yeah, this year's Open Cup is an invitational.
Close.
It's the definition of an invitational. Yeah. It's like the champion of like the NPSL or something like that is one of the amateur teams. It
is a tournament style community shield. If you enjoy it, great. It is a trophy for the cabinet. Ultimately, we're going to get eliminated whether we qualify for it or just don't win the games, and someone's going to be like, another year without the Open Cup. And it's like, fucking idiot. Come on. You can do better than this.
Yeah.
Everyone, come on. We'll be fine. Hopefully.
Yeah, and it's, again, like the way they're qualifying, it's not, I mean, it's the simplest way to qualify, for 3 weeks, but, who's to say what kind of team you're going to see in the first 3 weeks of your season, right? Like, for the Galaxy especially, we tend to start slow in the beginning of the season.
We are definitively going to start slow. Well, we should start very slow this year. I would imagine we don't end up taking place in the Open Cup just because I think we'll probably have a pretty rough start to the year.
Especially we're just getting guys and we sign.
No, it's going to take a little bit.
They're going to have a week and a half of training before the first MLS game. So, yeah. So I think it's interesting, but I love the Open Cup, man. I think it's something that we need to push harder in this country, but it's not going to be this year.
2022 Open Cup, baby. Let's go.
That's the one to go to. That's the one to go for. All right, moving on to G2 news. The full season has been dropped. It is here. Galaxy 2 full schedule has been released. So if you go to the Galaxy 2 website or even USL, USLsoccer.com is where you can see the full schedule out. But as we spoke before, Friday, April 30th is going to be the home opener, season opener against Sacramento Republic FC. And then I believe the first 3 games are at home against Sacramento, Las Vegas, Tacoma. They play away on my birthday, Friday, May the 14th, against RSL.
In case anybody's listening.
You just want to make sure.
Yeah, if you were wondering.
But just like MLS's schedule, USL is also going to be more regional than anything. They don't really go to the East Coast that much. I think the furthest they go is like Charleston is the furthest East Coast city that they're going to go to.
Is that funny?
What?
This is what your microphone should be.
That's pretty East Coast, Ed.
Well, it's they literally like the only one they're gonna go on the East Coast.
You're like, I don't think they go very very East Coast.
Well, it's
like Charlton.
it's the one East Coast team they actually play against. I think the furthest they go to is like a team in Texas. Is like the furthest they go in.
San Antonio?
El Paso.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. El Paso's the only one. And other than that, it's which the one I'm excited about is going to be Oakland starting in the USC, the USC.
USL?
The USL. I'm really excited. I've been following Oakland for a long time.
Are we away to Oakland this year?
Yeah. Well, we're going to be playing them quite a bit. I believe on a way to Oakland is Saturday, August 14th.
August? Okay.
Yeah.
That might be fun.
We play home to them on May 23rd.
August, huh?
You want to go to an Oakland away?
Could be fun. Ben, what do you think?
Fuck no, I ain't going to Oakland, man.
Why not?
Oakland sucks,
you're
man.
brown enough, dude.
Dude, we'll go to Vegas. I'm down to go to Vegas.
Vegas all LAFC.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we go.
Word? Vegas?
Vegas away
Yeah,
is
when is
going to
Vegas?
be Saturday, August 27th. That's the first, I think, the first away trip to Vegas, and then there's one Saturday, October 8th, away to Vegas. Look, summer road trip, man. Let's do it.
I'm down.
Is this happening? All right.
There you
Well,
go. We'll do it. But yeah,
I'll let you know after my wife listens to this and lets me know if I can go.
You can go to uslsoccer.com to find that all out, or Twitter or anything. But I'm excited, man. G2 season happening. It's going to get in full force. We'll see when they drop a roster. If they drop a roster, that would be cool too. But I don't know about that. We'll see.
What are the odds they actually drop a roster?
They'll keep adding players one at a time.
The roster on the official Galaxy side is up to 10 players. So we'll see. We'll see. Speaking of the roster, G2 signs Adrian Gonzalez. If that name sounds familiar, he is the brother of Jonathan Gonzalez. Adrian is a 17-year-old midfielder from Santa Rosa, California. Plays in midfield for the G2. Was an academy kid coming up from the academy, so that's another academy coming into G2. This is said from DTK. Adrian is a young, developing talent that we believe will have a bright future with Galaxy 2. He has played for the G2 already. He's played 7 games for Galaxy 2. So it's another interesting signing. He came from, before joining the academy, he came from Pachuca in 2018. He began his youth career with Santa Rosa's Atletico. So that's pretty interesting. Interesting signing. Another great prospect. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting. Last year, he was listed as being from Spain, and this year he is listed as being from Santa Rosa, which I can understand why that's not a big deal to anyone but me, but I don't think anyone but me tracks these things.
Yeah, you're probably the one person who saw that, or the person who does the website.
And this is the thing. I don't think it was anything malicious. I genuinely think, let's be honest, they ignore G2 kind of a lot.
Yeah.
They could, they could put a little more love into it. I imagine someone mislabeled it, and when he actually signed, they went back and, kind of cleaned it up. But, if there's any other psychopaths who follow this team, if you're interested, he was listed as Spanish last year, and now he's from Santa Rosa.
Apparently, we have this pipeline to Santa Rosa, California kids now.
It's gay.
That's the third one we've signed from there.
Somebody's got to get it. May as well be us.
Yeah, man, I'm down for that. But so G2's roster, shaping up a little bit more. Speaking of that too, Eric Lopez has been loaned down to G2. That's something we found out last week, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's not official yet, but that's the word that Eric Lopez is going to be loaned down there. So he'll probably,
good for him.
He'll probably be their starter.
Well, we had Abraham Romero moved on from last season.
Yeah,
he was a starting key. I mean, they alternated, but he was kind of the number one. He moved on from G2 last year, at the end of last year, and it's good to see Eric Lopez starting at G2. Imagine you're going to see Vom Steeg starting at the reserve level.
Yeah, because Lopez is kind of the name that
he's a long-term prospect.
It's for the future.
Newcastle has someone like him, a kid named Freddie Woodman. He's been in the system forever. He's a goalkeeper, so you can wait on the goalkeepers a little bit longer. You can give them a little extra time to develop, as long as they're getting games. And now he'll be getting games.
So Bob Sacamano saying they got some great weed and wine in Santa Rosa.
I can confirm one of those. Yeah, one of those is I'll be honest, outstanding. Not much of a wine drinker. But yeah, one of those is quite good.
I'm pretty sure we all knew which one you were talking about.
Quite good.
I think everyone kind of guessed which of the two that you were going to be like, yeah, I know about that one.
You know, I'm feeling really judged. I'm just letting you know. I'm not saying you got to change what you're doing. I'm just saying I'm feeling a little judged.
Look, you know what? I apologize for coming off as judgy.
Thank you.
But everyone fucking know, man. Come on, dude.
Fuck, you're my mans. You're supposed to have my back.
As long as you're not from 63rd, we're cool, man.
I like to think we have one listener who's like disturbingly into King Von and is like, I discovered a rapper named King Von I'm really into, but like disturbingly is into King Von and just like, oh my God, Ed is fucking down.
Oh, man.
That's a better scenario than someone who is from 63rd who is really upset at you now.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can come get these.
Oh God. I was drinking water. I'm all right, man. I pulled through. It got dicey there. It got real dicey there for a second.
We good?
Yeah, because you got to understand, Ed made he made a gun motion with his hands, and he was like, they can get that. I choked. Oh my God, I saw the light.
Well, you know, it's all these trap rappers that are.
Dude, I was gonna hit the ground over here talking. The way the way his hands, I was like.
So I do that.
PTS man over here.
I do that to Damien so much when we listen to like his nursery rhymes. I ad lib like rap music in the middle. So he'd be like, the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. So now Erica starts singing, and he'll just sit there and wait. And the moment she stops to take a breath, he'll put his hands up and go.
Oh no!
Let's go! I made my shooter.
Oh man, that's amazing.
That's my side man's right there.
All right, moving on to some first team news, some Galaxy news. They just dropped today what they were supposed to drop a year ago.
Oh my God!
That is the launch of the Since '96 collection, the retro collection they're doing. I think we saw the jersey at least last year. I think that one would, and that might have even been making the circulation on the Makaris and the offer ups. Some pretty cool stuff, man. I really dig the jackets they got on there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd rock like the shirts and stuff that they got on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I know they were supposed to drop this stuff all last year, and I don't know why they decided to wait this year to do it. I mean, people would have still bought it last year, I think. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the collection? What do you guys think of all the stuff, the designs that they came out with?
I already bought a couple shirts.
Did you really?
Yeah. On my way home while I was driving in the car.
That's safe, Ben.
Yes.
It's very
but
safe.
I was like, I saw him. I'm like, I got to get this. I'm like, if I wait till I get home and I think about it, I might change my mind.
And then it might be gone, man. The way the Galaxy fans are buying up stuff right now, like
it's crazy.
Yeah. Like everyone's got their stimmy money, so they're just like they're just buying shit up like crazy. But I dig a lot of the stuff they have out there, man. I know a lot of the stuff leaked last year, like some of the hats, like I think were out there in circulation a little bit.
Yeah. Some of the hats are strong, man.
The jerseys, yeah.
The black snapback hat is really nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't really bring myself to. It's just me. I couldn't really bring myself to get too. I don't think I clicked the link. Like I saw the pictures that people post. It's so clearly the retro Yeah, I like that you're rocking it, man. It is.
It's one of the most comfortable jerseys.
How do I pronounce it? I want to say it right.
Retros y rareras.
Rareras. Look, they might, for all I know, they've been working on this project since Retro y Rareras started their stuff. Maybe they have.
Yeah.
This appears like it is born out of the corpse of a cease and desist letter. I don't recall them doing a whole lot of throwback stuff until they saw the popularity of another company making money off of it.
Yeah, because it took them a long time to draft a cease and desist.
Yeah, I don't
like months and months, almost a year. I would have said like It's gonna be that long.
It's the only reason I can't get down with it. Other than that, like, it looks beautiful. It's gorgeous merchandise.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to be more of a silver lining kind of guy in my life. Like, it's obviously it looks high quality. My one problem with Retro ERS was like the quality wasn't really in it, and that was
Really?
always
I think they look great, dude.
in comparison. Look at that.
Well, here's the thing. I want to know how it breathes because like when they had it on,
It looks breathable.
they modeled on the players.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just had like a size too big, but it looks
Everything looked too big on Sasha.
like yes, or it's on Sasha, on Chicha, on Jonathan. It looked all way too
But
big.
that's all Jonathan wears. Jonathan always wears shit that's too big. That's his drip, as the young people say.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be into the Jenko jeans, and
I don't know what that is.
it's the big old jeans from the '90s.
I feel like we've talked about this before.
the giant ones.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks really
The ones
nice.
that like the Ravers were into.
It just it's hard for me because I know, or I shouldn't say I know. I very strongly feel like it's born entirely out of another company doing it first, and them stopping that other company doing it first, and then going and producing it.
Like I'm sure they
themselves.
had an idea they wanted to do some like throwback stuff.
They just literally never did.
Yeah.
Until someone else did it. And then they stopped that other person from doing it, and they did it themselves. And they did the exact same thing that other people were doing.
These you don't even get numbers on the back or names on the
Yeah,
back.
they're really nice.
I would have loved if they would have done that. If they would have been like
customized names.
yes.
Yeah, it would have been awesome. I again, I like it. I think it's gorgeous merchandise. I'm not telling anyone else not to get it. I'm just, for me, it's a little rough for that reason.
Did you see the other teams? The Colorado and Columbus and all that?
They do like a Dallas burn, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? Here's the thing, because like the
That's
'90s,
fucking dope. The old Rapids.
like the young kids are all into like the '90s look right now. So like the bright colors.
That dude looks like he played on the crew.
So I mean, I'm into it, man. I just
Burn. That's dope.
That is the Dallas Burns.
The
pretty
Dallas
tight.
burn's kind of cool.
you just couldn't. I couldn't catch me wearing some of like the shirts that they made. Like
No. I saw people ordering them though. People are happy with it.
yeah,
Like I wasn't even trying to shit on it publicly or anything. It was just like it just seems gross. Like it's really gross. For me, I could be wrong.
The New England stuff just looks like the regular New England stuff.
Man,
because they haven't changed
they
in
just happy to
25
gotten
years,
something.
man.
They should never change. New England's the one team I don't think should ever rebrand.
You see, look at their jersey they came out with this year. Like it's terrible. Like just go buy an old jersey of theirs.
There's no market for it. You
Yeah.
just go buy one.
Dude, there was a Nutmeg News tweet that went out was like talking about New England and like having limited capacity, and they're gonna have the most fans they've had in the stadium since since the inception. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. But yeah, I mean, if you into it, good on you. I like the Mitchell and Ness jerseys. I think they look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder how they fit. Like they looked really big, so maybe they're gonna fit like how the actual 96 jersey fit. Like those Nike ones were like big and hefty.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully this one's a little lighter, a little more breathable. I'll see if we buy it. It's cool, man. I love it. All right. Speaking of, we talked about the Galaxy 2 releasing their schedule. MLS and the Galaxy released their schedule a couple weeks ago. You want to talk about it a little bit? What do you guys think? I mean, what are you excited for? What are the games you're excited for?
For whom? Sorry, wasn't listening.
For us.
I got to turn this game off.
Are you still playing Football Manager?
Hey, don't talk about that.
God,
Don't worry
your
about
brain.
it.
Your brain.
I was just getting it started. I got all my stuff installed. It's fine.
Focus.
I got 3 days left on this fucking spring break. Get off my dick.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, what's the question?
What do you mean 3 days? You got a whole week.
It never really works that way.
Doesn't work that way?
Never works that way. Erica is going out of town on Friday, so I'm gonna
Oh, that's why you say 3 days. Okay.
Football Manager.
Okay, I get you.
Actually, I'm gonna watch Kill Bill with Jonas. I'm gonna watch Kill Bill with the boy. Fucking stoked. Looking
Okay.
forward to it.
How's that going to be?
I mean, he'll enjoy it. I mean, it's like I'm shooting for a cool dad moment where it's like, oh shit, dad's letting me watch some movies where people get fucked up and
Okay.
they're cursing and shit. Yeah.
All right.
What was the question?
Our schedule, man.
Did the schedule come out? The whole thing?
Whole thing came out.
When did that happen?
Like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it kind of looks like they split the league up into divisions.
Yeah, so it's again like how the USL had, where they're only playing one East Coast team.
Yeah, we play 2 East Coast teams, but even beyond that, it looks like, I mean, we play the far West Coast teams 3 times, and then we only go twice to Minnesota, I think. We only go twice to Colorado. or we don't play Colorado twice. It's like they split it up even inside the conference.
Well, we're playing Minnesota 3 times. We're playing. I think we play the East Coast teams once.
We play only 2 East Coast teams.
Yeah, and it's the first 2 games of our season. It's April, which our season opener against Inter Miami is on April 18th, and then the next week is our home game against New York Red Bulls. So those are our 2 East Coast teams that we're playing.
That's great.
And so it's April 18th is against Inter Miami, April 25th against New York Red Bull, May 2nd away to Seattle, home to LAFC May 8th, home to Austin on the 15th of May, away to Portland on the 22nd of May. May 29th is home to San Jose.
I didn't know the schedule came out. I didn't know the schedule. Sorry.
You're the one who posted it in our Discord notes.
The only reason I remember is when Erica was planning our trip. She
Yeah.
was like, I checked against the schedule to make sure you weren't missing any important games. And I was like, well, I'm going on vacation. I don't give a fuck who
That's
plays.
love.
Yeah.
I
appreciate you.
Home to Seattle on June 19th, away to Vancouver on the 23rd of June, away to San Jose on June 26th. That'd be a nice little road trip if you did that.
Mm-hmm.
Home to Kansas City on July the 4th. Keep that tradition alive. Home to Dallas on July 7th. Away to Vancouver on July 17th. Away to RSL July 21st. Away to Dallas 24th. Damn, that's going to be a little crazy away trip on that one. Home to Timbers on the July 30th. Home to RSL on August the 4th. Home to Vancouver on the August 8th. Away to Minnesota August 14th. Home to Colorado August 17th. Home to San Jose on the August 20th. Away to LAFC August 28th. Away to Colorado on September 11th. Home to Houston on September 15th. Away to Minnesota September 18th. Away to Austin on September 26th. Away to RSL September 29th. Home to LAFC on October 3rd. Home to Timbers October 16th. Away to Houston October 20th. Home to Dallas on the October 23rd. Away to Kansas City October 27th. Our last away game to Seattle on November 1st. And our season, the regular season ends on November 7th. Home to Minnesota. So quite a couple of games. We got 2 home games against LAFC, 1 away game. Those are a lot of games that are condensed. It's gonna be pretty crazy, especially for a team that, like ours, that's pretty light when it comes to first teamers, especially during the summer when we'll probably have 4 starters that are away, to like at least 4 or 5 that are going to be away in the Gold Cup.
International, yeah.
Yeah. So, whew.
Well, I mean, look, one major positive is the lack of distance traveling. Getting it out of the way early, going to be a benefit.
Yeah.
Probably going to be rough for those Open Cup hopes. This may end up taking something of a toll.
I mean,
but if we get through it, if we get through these first 3 games with wins and get in the Open Cup and finish all of our East Coast trips,
Miami ain't that great of a team, so I think we can.
Miami's not amazing.
Yeah.
Miami's not amazing. Yeah, if we can get through some of this early stretch.
Yeah, that is the only East Coast team we play.
And get rid of the only East Coast teams. Yeah, I mean,
Minnesota's like
it's travel, but Yeah.
Haven't you ever seen a map?
I was like, what happened?
Minnesota is not on the East Coast.
It's just all I know is it's north and cold and white, quite white.
Actually, they have the largest Somali population outside of Somalia.
What? Is that true?
Yeah. Google.
Can someone YouTube that Can someone Google that for me? Oh, I was going to go into the YouTube chat and be like, yo, someone
go find that for me.
So Ben, can we get a Football Manager camera going on Tucker's computer?
You know what? We might be able to. I'll see if I can set something up.
We're going back to no video.
Maybe Tucker should do like a live stream of Football Manager.
Nah, it's just me getting angry and reloading my saves after I fuck up.
I'm sure people will get into that. People will be into that. Yeah, but what are you guys excited for? Are you guys excited for any of the games that are on the schedule? Obviously,
there's the big ones.
Yeah, the LFC at homes.
My thing is, I can't.
The home opener against New York that's always fun.
I can't imagine I'm going to do a ton of traveling this year. So that, I mean, that just, it dampens it a little bit for me. I don't, even pre-vaccine, I don't know how many of these games I'm going to get to.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's, I guess well, where are we going to be? What's like our first game in June? Do you still have the schedule open?
Yeah, I got it. The first game in June is going to be
The Sounders on the 19th. Yeah.
That might be one. That might be one where you have COVID numbers are low enough, vaccines.
And we guess we'll talk about it now.
Yeah, we're going to get to that in a minute, but yeah.
That Newsom, Gavin Newsom says that by the 15th of June,
recall that guy. Am I right?
most of all businesses will be open by then. So that could be the first game where we have 100% capacity against Seattle, against a rival.
I mean, look, that game could be against New England, and we would sell it out.
Oh yeah.
Against Seattle, it's gonna be fucking thumping.
Yeah.
Like that's a fun one. That's one I might grab a ticket for now, and kind of just hang out and make that the go-to.
I might want to go to the Saturday one, the one against Austin. I think that would.
We should have mentioned. Do you hear the Galaxy fans away at Tucson in the preseason game? Oh
yeah,
like loud.
But we're gonna get to preseason games.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I think the Austin one, I'm always excited for new teams, and to boo them and Columbus 2.0, get the banners out for them. That'd be something.
A team everyone already hates.
Yes.
You tried to steal someone's MLS team.
What's the team in England that everyone hates? The one that was
Liverpool. I don't care.
No, the one that used to be.
Leeds?
No, the one that used to be.
Oh, fucking MK Dons.
MK Dons. Like that's
Wimbledon.
that.
They were
Wimbledon.
They were Wimbledon
MK
AFC,
Dons.
yeah.
And now there's AFC Wimbledon.
Yeah.
No, they were Wimbledon.
And now
they became MK Dons.
And now there's a new Wimbledon AFC or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
AFC Wimbledon.
So I think Austin. That's like the Austin. That's going to be our MK Dons. But it's the day after my birthday, so I might want to go to that one.
Yeah.
I got tickets for the home opener.
Fuck MK Dons.
Because me and my wife are gonna be fully vaccinated.
Vaccinated.
That'll be after our 2 weeks because we got ours on Tuesday of last week. So.
Okay.
This is our first week, and then
ready to go.
The week after will be.
So meet Ed. Go give Ed a hug at the home opener.
Give me fucking French me, man.
Are you down? All right, so tell me. Be honest.
Stick that tongue so far down my mouth that like you can taste what I had yesterday.
Oh my god. What'd you have?
Yesterday, like a rotisserie chicken, like not the whole thing, but like.
The look of realization on your face, you're like, oh, I gotta tell.
Well, because I had to do that caveat because I knew you'd be like the whole thing.
You ate a whole fucking chicken,
yeah.
And it's still in the back of your throat. Jesus Christ, Ed.
Well,
it's like your college days all over again. Mm-hmm. But are you down to hug people? You're gonna hug people, high five, handshakes, the whole deal.
Probably
Are you gonna wear a mask?
Yes, you have to.
You still have to wear one?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like at the tailgate.
There's no tailgate.
Oh, really?
There's no tailgating.
Both the sections are locked?
No, well, they'll probably, they might keep them locked. You cannot tailgate.
So you're supposed to go from your car into the stadium.
Yeah, stumble from your car into the stadium, yeah.
Drink inside your car.
Yeah.
Don't forget, put your keys in the glove box first. If anybody's doing any drinking inside your car. Tell you, keep away from
at least not in the ignition.
Yeah, definitely not in the ignition. So no tailgating. But no, you're not going to hug anybody. No high fives.
Fist bumps. That's what I've
You
been.
wouldn't hug someone else who's vaccinated? That doesn't even make sense.
Well, I don't know who's vaccinated.
Andrew. Let's say Andrew's got a vaccine.
He actually is vaccinated.
Does he?
Yeah.
Good.
He's all bitch man. He's like, oh, I felt all shitty the next day. Psh, felt no side effects.
Wow, you handled it like a man.
Even the second shot, no side effects.
None. But me and my wife were taking like vitamin C. We were taking zinc. We were taking like before and after. So we were just like.
Oh, see, Andrew's gonna be like, I dealt with that shit like a man. You took your fucking bitch pills.
Yeah, but I wasn't laid out. I wasn't laid out like no punk.
You just took your punk pills, bitch. It's your vitamins. I don't need vitamins. I eat the sun. What are you talking about? Oh. Speaking of which, hey, DMX, we're praying for you.
Yeah, man. Here's a R for you, brother.
Brother? You fucking Hulk Hogan?
Brother. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not like Hulk Hogan.
See, so no hugs?
No hugs.
I
Fist
thought you were going to
bumps.
say no videos.
Yeah, we gotta stop all these videos.
Yeah, no fist bumps are what I'll resort to. Don't touch me. I'll fist bump you.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be drinking?
I don't really drink much anyways.
Yeah, but you're at a Galaxy home opener. Are you gonna be drinking?
I'll be
My question wasn't whether you drink on
I'll be
Thursday.
throwing down some White Claws.
All right. Yeah, Ed'll be hugging motherfuckers. Ed's like a real like physical lovey drunk until he crosses over, and then he turns into like an angry dwarf. And if you can learn about dwarves, check out that Patreon.
Check out the Patreon,
yeah. You'll hear about some fucking dwarves. It'll be
proportional though.
Yeah, proportional dwarfism is really the phrase you got to go with. That's what we've learned. But give Ed till about the 30th minute, and he'll have a tongue all up in the air. He'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, at least I'll give you like a wet willy.
Yeah.
And I wasn't talking about that.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Did you read Madame Serrano?
Yeah. Madame Serrano goes, double masked up, double vaxxed up. Come get this tongue, Ed. Oh man, I can't wait to get to be back at the home opener. It's gonna be so much fun, man.
It's gonna be good, man.
I can't wait to be back home.
So
once I get my shots, bro, I'm there.
So after June, when we supposedly go to 100% capacity again, are they going to allow tailgates?
I would imagine so. I'd imagine that's when they would allow it. But as of right now, there's no tailgates. I don't even think you can like out of your car. You can drink and shit. So.
Aren't you drinking in your car first?
I guess so.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
I mean, I think the whole point is just to have you guys spaced out and not to interact with other people.
Okay. Hey. I want everyone to be safe.
But then go to the stadium and year round.
Yeah, everyone be safe.
6,000 people.
And do smart things. Do what you're supposed to do. Everyone knows what they're supposed to do.
Exactly. Enjoy yourself.
Go if you have a vaccine. Don't go if you don't have a vaccine.
Be smart. Be smart about it.
Yeah, just take care of yourself.
Take care. And take care of yourself and each other. I'm Jerry Springer.
Why did you have to? Does he ever say that?
That's how he ends the shows.
That guy, he doesn't believe that. He wants you all to tear each other apart.
You and your mistress that you found out was a guy that you didn't know, and you're like, what? But you knew.
You kind of knew.
You knew.
You know how we know you knew? Because you were cheating on your wife with this other guy.
Yeah, you knew.
You're like, wait, why were you surprised? Why were you upset that person was cheating on you with a guy? You were cheating on them with their cousin.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. You seem like a big asshole here.
Usually it's like you were cheating on them with your own cousin.
Yeah. Well, it turns out they're both related.
Wait, they're my cousin too. And you're like, oh shit. More revelations.
You know that, right? Like,
Too hot for TV.
My father's like obsessed with fucking Jerry Springer shows.
Was he?
He used to tape them. He got a TiVo so that he could tape Jerry Springer when he was at work. It's the whole reason he got it.
He's got a new show coming out.
I was scared for a second. I was like, Jerry Springer, right?
It's just like, he's a judge show now. Like it's a kind of like Judge Joe Brown kind of type of scenario.
Is he wearing like a robe? He's not a real judge. That is, I guess you can just buy a robe.
No, I'm saying he probably will be wearing a robe, I'm sure.
Is it illegal to pretend to be a judge?
I don't think you're pretending to be a judge. And any of those shows, technically those rulings don't matter anyways. They don't count.
I don't know. I'm learning a lot.
Hey man, when I used to watch the People's Court, they said this counts, man. This was real.
Bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum. Meow, ba-dum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, bum.
You know, friendship is not having to figure out who is going to do what part.
Yeah.
Just fucking
just
slide
flow,
it
baby.
into it.
We just flow right into it.
I trust you, man.
All right, let's get into some preseason results. Christopher, first preseason of the game of the year, we win 1-0 on a Johnny Perez goal. Oh, not Johnny Perez. I'm sorry, he didn't score that first goal.
Jonathan Perez scored the first goal in the first preseason game.
Okay, sorry. 1-0 win against New England. Again, playing a lot of the kids, playing a lot of youth players, playing a lot of G2 players.
Waiting on people to get back.
Second game we play against New England. It's 4-0 loss. That's when we have the trialist. I'm looking at his name.
Daniel Aguirre?
Maybe.
Or Barajas.
Barajas scores the goal. What I liked about that is the knowledge to like move into the middle to pick off like a rebound and that's exactly what he does. He puts it away. Very good stuff. Again, tons of kids.
I thought the trialists were good.
I mean, 95% of the people who played against New England on that loss were G2 trialists, kids from the draft. I mean, you had, I think, Villafania come on for like the last 15, 20 minutes. He was like literally the only guy who's probably going to be a starter on this team play. So, again, I reiterated this on Discords and Twitter, and like, it's preseason. A lot of stuff doesn't matter.
As long as nobody gets hurt.
As long as no one, that really doesn't matter. You want to see how they react to Vanny's coaching and how they implement his tactics. That's all you really want to watch for. The results don't matter.
They're calling Johnny Perez the pride of Pico Rivera.
Oh yeah,
I'm down with that name.
That's our boys over at Angel City Printing.
Love it.
Our boys.
I'll run with that name.
Daniel and Brownie.
I'll run with that.
Those are our boys over there. Shout out to them. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying a lot of the kids, and especially Saldana. Oh man, I'm feeling a lot more confident. Saldana's going to get some really good minutes this year with the first team. He's probably my standout of the preseason so far.
He's a tidy player. I mean, when he had 88% pass completion rating in G2 last year, highest pass completion rating of any player at G2. He's a nice, calm, controlling presence at his level. As long as he's playing, he's not being asked to play too much. Sadly, I do think he's going to end up mostly getting reserve minutes.
Yeah.
But it's always nice to see someone come up through your system on a homegrown contract who appears ready to contribute today.
I'm telling you, like, he really stood out to me, you know, as a person who I feel like in the near future, he's really gonna have some impact on this team, and I'm about it.
I hope that's the case.
Yeah. So, and then recently we had the 1-0 loss to Kansas City in their first Arizona preseason game on a golazo from Gianluca Busio.
Yeah, apparently Busio is their he's their Efrain Alvarez.
He's legit, but like really good. He's their Efrain Alvarez, but like talented.
Like legit
talented.
Yeah.
The only person who's going to hear about this is me. The only person who's going to hear about you assholes is me. Chris's friend said, rah, rah, rah.
Can you believe it? Chris's podcast.
Yeah. How insulting for
Tucker
you two.
friend.
For the record, how insulting for you two that must be. Where they're just like, I've got to defend your position. And in the same breath, they're like, oh no, but it's his show.
But you took the blame, so
Yeah,
that's cool with
it's
me.
your show, Doc.
I didn't take the blame.
I don't hear people
You just
complaining to
don't
me.
hear about it, yeah.
So that's cool.
You're like, I sign out.
Yeah.
Which is really what I'm going to start doing.
That's fine. It's fine.
I don't even pay attention, so.
So my question for you guys, who's been impressing you, who's been disappointing, and who's kind of like what you expected?
Jalen's been impressing me so far.
Okay, I didn't know which way that was going to go.
Yeah, I thought he's looked more than competent, I think.
Yeah.
So I kind of hope he doesn't get loaned back to G2. I hope to see him get more playing time in the reserve league, because I think it's going to be a bit higher of a level than G2. So yeah, I mean, he's a smart kid, man. Smart player.
I'm a big Jalen stan.
Yeah.
That's no.
I think there's no doubts about this room with our love for Jalen Neal.
Yeah, I'm a Jalen Neal stan, but and
I'm a Neal head.
And I'm a Neal head, yeah. And I love
Neal fight.
Neal fight. I like the idea that, I like the versatility. I like that he can play a little bit of right back. It seems one of the things it seems like Greg is doing is getting these kids to play out of their position.
Yeah.
Teach them to play a couple of different more positions. And that just increases their value, increases their use to the team. Look, Ethan might not get to play forward. He let's be honest, he's not outstanding at it so far at this level. But if he can add something to his game and play a little bit on the wing, he makes himself more useful. He's someone you might be able to keep around if Grand Sear goes down or if another winger is going down, you can use Ethan. Same with Dunbar. Look how useful Dunbar's made himself playing a right wing or left wing because he can't get a minute at forward. I like the fact that Greg seems to be pushing some of these kids out of their comfort zone and forcing them to learn how to play again. He's asking Jalen to play right back. So far, he's done a pretty phenomenal job
for Kranis as well.
For when he's playing there, yeah, and well, I mean, even when Kranis came back in, he moved him right in the center mid,
yeah,
or in the center back rather. But he's asking these kids to kind of play a little bit out of themselves. He's not playing Kai Koreniuk at left wing. He's playing him at right wing. Like just asking him to play just a little bit out of what you're used to. And you already see Ethan getting a little bit better playing right wing. He's not outstanding, but it's so weird watching a game and then hopping on Twitter and people saying like, Ethan's terrible. Get rid of him. I can't believe we kept him. It's like,
that's who the guy on Guessman's podcast paid $5 to trash.
It was Ethan Zubak?
It was Ethan Zubak.
He's playing right wing, you fucking moron. What's wrong with you? Like, what is, if when Rafa Garcia got asked to play right back, you didn't end that game and go, Rafa Garcia had a terrible game. Well, he's playing fucking right back, and he's a defensive midfielder. If Giassi Zardes is playing right back, and Giassi has a bad game, you go, the logical, intelligent part of your brain should say, Giassi Zardes is a forward.
He's not a right back.
Well, yeah, Giassi Zardes is not a right back,
yeah.
So I'm not really going to judge him on his ability to play right back, because he probably hasn't played right back in at least a decade. Because soccer, for the most part, is a specialist position. So if you're a forward, for the most part, that's the majority of what you're going to play. So expecting him to have a good game playing at right back for Giassi or right wing for Zubak is fucking idiotic. It's stupid.
It's usually very, very rare to find a forward you can convert.
Backwards.
Yeah.
Like you hear about, you get Gareth Bale, who's a left back, who started moving forward. You hear about some players who played a little bit further back and then moved into midfield, or a couple guys who were in midfield moving to defense. Rarely do you move a forward. Thierry Henry is a famous one. I don't think Ethan Zubak's a Thierry Henry.
Close.
And Thierry Henry was a winger who got moved to forward. We're like, you don't really move a lot of forwards further back unless they're starting to age out of their position. Now you could say, hey, Ethan's not going to be the guy at forward. Look, let's be honest with ourselves. At some point, he's stealing minutes from Efrain at playing at right wing, if that's going to happen. But I'd rather play Jonathan Perez at right wing than Ethan Zubak, because Ethan Zubak's not a right wing. If I have an open right wing spot, I got a player that I'd rather play there. But I'm not judging him, not exclusively, on his ability to successfully play another position.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, he isn't great, but yes, again, he's not playing in the position.
He's not playing his position.
He's played his entire life.
And Greg's not playing. When Greg plays Ethan, you can watch this in the preseason games. When Greg plays Ethan at right wing, it's not a style of play where he's avoiding playing down the right. When Ethan's playing at right wing, we're targeting Ethan. It seems like there's an expectation of him learning that position. It's not about whether he's mastered it or whether he's performing well in it. Is he doing the fundamentals of playing on the wing?
Do you think that they're maybe doing this because they need him to play that position maybe in the reserve league?
It's thin. Right wing's going to be thin for the reserve. I think you might get Dunbar playing right wing, and Ethan's there to be a backup forward. But we're thin.
I mean, we're thin on the first team.
But we're thin on the wings.
Yeah, I mean, we're thin on the first team with wings. Like, I can't imagine that a lot of
We finally got an 11. But yeah, we're thin. We don't have a ton of cover. Kai Koreniuk looks like he's being trained to play the right and the left. So regardless of which one of them goes down, he can come in. Efrain is being trained to play right wing. So he looks like he's going to be the first in on Grand Cier's side in the event Grand Cier goes down or needs some minutes out. But we're not expecting Ethan to start or even be a sub option at right wing. Like it doesn't make any. I don't understand people judging players playing out of their position in a fucking preseason game.
I don't. Yeah. Again,
it's so stupid.
Again, I reiterate, it's preseason, guys. Like, it's not something to get so excited or even depressed about. When the season rolls around and you still see players like not playing great, okay, that's when you can start judging or start criticizing. But again, preseason, it's really not something to get crazy about.
Somebody paid money to trash their own player in a preseason game.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Oh my god!
I want to give a quick shout out to Jose and Robert for reminding people in the chat. Hit that like button, hit that share button too. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, so what about and I think people have really come down a lot on the young players too, like just because they're not really, I think Davila has really gotten the brunt of people's hate for G2 players,
Taylor,
which he hasn't been great, but again, like
in that SKC game, he fucking bodied a defender that tried coming in on him. Didn't even look back at him. Look, he's not. This isn't the level he's going to be playing. There you go.
And it's going to happen where there's going to be kids who they bring up and they're not ready.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of bringing them up.
That's why you bring them up, so you can
try
see
them
where they're at.
See where they're at.
And look, more importantly, it's getting them conditioned to what being a professional means, what that day is like, what the training sessions are like, what it's like going up against a grown man, what it's like going up against a guy who's got 25 pounds of muscle on you.
Because you show them like, hey, this is where you need to be at.
This is where you got to get.
This is where you got to get to.
So when you go back to G2, understand what we're expecting from you. We're expecting you to grow next year. We're expecting you to develop from here next year. Because, hey, look, maybe we're looking to maybe we let Jonathan go next year. And we bring in a new player, and you're next on deck.
Because there's no longer
maybe Sasha walks.
I think there's no longer the years where you have an Adrian Vera who's on the team for 6-7 years.
He's ghosted. He's
that's not it. That's not something that the G2 can. It's not their objectives to have long-term players.
It's not the mission statement anymore.
Yeah,
it is
because there's a 16, 17-year-old waiting in the wing to take your position who might be better than you.
Oh, you could realistically build a G2 starting roster right now that doesn't involve Taylor Davila.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he shouldn't play. I think he obviously deserves a chance, and I think they're going to give him that chance. But you could easily build a G2 roster without him starting. It's the days of sitting for a long time, that shit's ghosted. It's over.
All right. Anyone else stand out to you? Anyone you think is a little disappointing?
I loved Barajas. I thought all you could sign all the trialists to G2.
Yeah.
If Daniel Aguirre doesn't have a G2 contract yet, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I was impressed all around.
Daniel was the one playing on the left wing?
Daniel's the one that has played every preseason game. He's the one they've given the most minutes to. He seems trusted. He played the first and second half of the SKC game. They seem they seem to at least be giving him a very realistic shot.
And for someone so young, dude, he seems very confident on the ball, which I enjoy.
Plays attack, playing right wing, moves all over the field. I'll give him this. He is playing as if he is on trial for one of the biggest teams in the country, we'll say, and certainly one of the biggest teams in the region. He is playing like this is his opportunity, and he has every intention on grabbing it.
And that's exactly who you wanted, bring in, especially in the trial. It's like you want them to be ball.
Rafa Garcia. Garcia played every game like they were giving him a chance to play soccer, and he was going to fucking take it. And if you were going to stand in his way, he was going to run through you. Like, this is the kind of kid you want, pushing these guys that have been in your academy for 8 years, who are trying to get to the first team, but are probably feeling decently secure in their spot. A huge fan of him. I hope he makes it on G2.
I thought the Klinsman a little disappointed.
Guy's giving up a lot of goals.
Yeah,
he's giving up a lot of goals.
I think we're definitely seeing the difference between our first team goalie and Klinsman, who's definitely going to be.
It's becoming clear.
Yeah,
the fight's very clear. Yeah.
Bond. What was it? Was it the first game that he played? Where the man stood on his head.
He's sick.
Like that, it gives me so much confidence.
It's preseason.
It's preseason, but it's still. That's something that with goalies, like that's you look out for.
The forwards he were up against were in preseason too.
True. That's very true.
In the same way, we're like Chicharito didn't score. He had that great chance, went off the crossbar. In the same way, Chicharito didn't score, and Augie Williams didn't score, and Ethan Zubak didn't score, and Cameron Dunbar didn't score. It's preseason. They're warming up too.
I'm still gonna fucking big up Bond though.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oof.
He did what was asked of him.
Yeah.
Which is you can't ask a
he looks like he's in mid-season form.
He looks ready to go.
He looks ready to go.
If you haven't seen him the matches, he looks ready. Definitely looks ready to go.
I'm down for it. And so the next game is going to be, well, by the time you're hearing this, Wednesday, the 7th at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. So midday game.
Do not forget.
So if you're listening to this after 4 p.m. on Wednesday, you missed a game.
You missed a game.
This one's on LAGalaxy.com.
LAGalaxy.com. The rest of them are going to be on LAGalaxy.com.
We do indeed have game files for the first 3 preseason games that were available. So if you need, get in touch. I assume we'll have this next one. If it's 3 p.m. and you're at work and you're missing it, don't get in trouble. We should have the game file by that evening. And so if you need, let us know.
So 3
St.
p.m.
Michael, as always. Yeah. Appreciate you, brother.
3 p.m. tomorrow, or if you're listening to on Wednesday, or past Wednesday, you missed it. Whatever. Go back and listen. Go back and watch. Next thing we want to talk about on our rundown is the Galaxy today announced they're going to be developing this program. It's called the Galaxy Discovery Program. LA Galaxy announced today the launch of the Galaxy Discovery Program, a free, exclusive, immersive, and supplemental youth training program that will extend the pipeline to the LA Galaxy Academy by actively identifying, cultivating, and elevating youth players that are dedicated to succeeding in their soccer career with the LA Galaxy. This is extended to both boys and girls between the ages of 8 and 16, and they will be invited to the program by the LA Galaxy. A player can be identified through an LA Galaxy youth camp, multi-day specialized training, or a free GDP assessment session. So if a player is identified, an LA Galaxy staff member will contact the player and officially invite them to join the next GDP cohort. Through the GDP, players receive free high-caliber instruction in an unrivaled professional training environment. The GDP is not intended to take place of a player's current youth club and will not be used as a supplemental as a supplemental training to advance a player's soccer skills and passion to succeed both on and off the field. GDP trainings will take place at Dignity Health Sports Park on the outside fields for 6 Fridays in a row from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. The first ever GDP cohort will run from May 7th to June 11th. Additional cohorts will be announced throughout the year. So it's something that it's for the Galaxy to identify players that maybe perhaps they haven't been able to. So I think it's pretty awesome, pretty good thing.
Yeah,
It's
always nice to have a new avenue to help scout new players. I like that it's free.
Yeah,
it's great that it's segmented by age group, and it's free. Like if you're looking, it looks like you're not necessarily tied to the Galaxy organization. They're just going to give you, there's more coaching and advice and can kind of help you along in your path. But I imagine if they can find an Efrain Alvarez, or they can find a Julian Araujo, or a different amazing
you're
talent.
trying to find the diamonds, man.
If you can find the diamond,
Yeah.
who still needs to be shined up, I imagine they're going to try to figure out how to get that kid in their
And
system.
if not, your kid can go get a free 6-week training session with the Galaxy with professional trainers and develop their game a little bit more. So
It kind of sounded like, hey, you can come the first time, and then, hey, we'll let you know if you're going to come again. Or
is that what it is? They're not
kinda
going to
what
come
it
for the,
sounds
the,
like.
whole,
They have
the whole
the-
6
it
weeks?
kind of sound like,
They
yeah.
have
Well,
the-
look, you get at least one free training session.
it's invitation only, right? So it sounds like they would need to.
Well, it sounds like maybe the first one you could sign up for, and then they're going to
After
like
that,
see.
yeah.
Yeah, they're going to ask.
Which is, look, man, we're not wasting time. But
it sounds to me like, sorry to interrupt you, Tuck.
please.
But it's they got rid of all their affiliate teams. There is no more South Bay Galaxy. There is no more Orange
San
County
Diego
Galaxy or
teams,
San Diego
yeah.
Galaxy or Inland Empire Galaxy. It kind of sounds like this is a little bit, a way to connect with the younger players and to see who they're going to bring in. It kind of seems like they're taking a shortcut on scouting a little bit. They're not going to go out and watch any games. They're going to make everyone come to them. I hope that's not the case, because there are going to be players that aren't going to come to them. That aren't going to go through this GDP.
No, I don't think it's. I think it's an additional.
Well, look at the kids we've signed recently, like Alex Picasso and Alex Alcala. Like we're getting the local stars. We're getting the local up and coming, at least that we know about. We're getting the local up and coming big kids. But this could potentially just be another avenue to get the ones you missed, whose parents or kid thinks he can make it, and I have the ability to be a footballer. It's just no one's seen me yet. There's so many kids in LA. There's so many games. Yeah. Hey, you want a shot? Fucking come out and make it happen. The only thing I was really confused about was, and hey, I'm all for equalities and whatnot, but it was girls and boys. We canceled our girls club, didn't we?
Yeah, I think that's just
So is
kind of
that's
community
part of
outreach. It's probably just
we're helping you move along to all right.
actually it's probably just extra training for girls. I wonder who will do it. That'll be kind of interesting to me.
Get your girl to do it, man.
I should take her down there. Although she's good. I
Have
mean,
a fucking scout for us. Get get the inside scoop. Which players are there?
Yeah, Ben, you do some fucking
Get a drop.
investigative
Get a
journalism
drop.
work right now.
Shut up. That's all I got. What time is it?
It just sounds
It's
like you don't love your
10:55.
daughter enough to take her down to.
She's doing fine. She's doing fine.
Nobody's
One
questioning
scoring
her.
hat tricks
spring
and shit?
game, you see hat trick. One
Talk about
one
your
game,
girl.
hat
Pick up
trick.
your boo.
Dude, she was awesome, dude. First league game. I mean, they played a tournament in Arizona. That was cool. She played mostly defense, but this was her first tournament playing center mid, dude. Hat trick.
Killed
the
game.
Hat trick, and should have had 2 assists, but the other girl, one hit the post and the other one went wide.
I mean,
Fucking lazy.
that's cool. I mean, she could be doing that for the Galaxy, but you don't.
Oh, they don't have a women's team. They have a
Apparently-
Glenn
women's
doesn't
team.
care about women's soccer.
You don't know. They might be starting one.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you? Do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I can't imagine.
But imagine seeing your daughter in like a Galaxy jersey running in front of the field.
Would be nice.
Same Ben.
Would be nice.
It's free, maybe. Maybe I'll see this Laurel take it down there.
I'll tell you this.
Like you said.
I'll tell you this without giving too much of the person away. I went running this week. I was out running to the Queen Mary, and I ran into, and I hope they're listening. I ran into someone who works for the Galaxy, and I didn't know them when I met them. Dressed in Galaxy gear, so I said, "Hey, do you like the Galaxy?" And they go, "Yes, I do. I work for him." I was like, "Oh, well, nice to meet you." I was like, "Oh, I'm just a Galaxy fan." And he's like, "Oh, what's your name?" And I said, "Chris." And he goes,
Tucker?
He goes, "Chris Tucker?" And I was like, "Oh, shit." Immediately.
We know you, buddy.
Yeah, immediately I'm like, "Oh, shit."
Yeah, we know who you are.
And then.
You're like, no.
And then I get, "So, Chris Klein, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's a whole other subject. We'll just, let's keep it all civil now. Let's keep it all above board." But yeah, immediately like, "So Chris Klein, huh? What do you think about that? What do you think about that piece of work?" I think I come off nice in public, right?
I don't think you have a bad reputation. I think you probably have a very good one.
Well, he gave my last name, man. He had my last name ready to go.
Well, you probably talked around the water cooler.
How could that possibly be positive?
It's fucked up, right?
What could they say about me around the water cooler that's positive?
You're like, you hear what Chris Tucker said
Nobody, but that's
about the team this week?
No one listens to the positive things I have to say about them. Everyone highlights the negative shit.
But isn't that like normal human behavior? Like if you can compliment someone 10 times and then
And
you
all
say
they
one
remember is
bad
the
thing,
insult.
and then that's the thing they remember.
But I don't insult them. I just go like, "Look at what you did." It's not my fault if you look at it, objectively and you go, "Damn, that was fucked up." That's not my fault. All I did was hold up a mirror to the decisions you made. My little girl asked why we don't have a women's team. I say, "I don't know, but we gave Giovanni Dos Santos $30-something million. I don't know if those two things are connected. They just happened at the same time. It's not my fault. I'm holding up a mirror to the decision you made.
Yeah.
I didn't make that. I would have said, get a women's team. You were like, we'll be lazy and try to sell as many tickets as we can, stupidly. And when it doesn't work, you'll buy somebody else and burn more money. And then you'll get a global fucking phenomenon and not be able to win an MLS Cup with him because you give him Siani and Sjelvik. I'm just holding a mirror. I'm not saying anything bad about you. I'm just holding a mirror.
You're just spitting facts.
I'm just reciting what they did.
Yes.
It can't be wrong. It's what you did.
It's something more than you point out on a Wikipedia. Like, hey, this is what you did.
Have I said the decision to sign Michael Siani despite the fact he hadn't played soccer in a year and a half to an 18-month contract? Did I say that was a bad decision? No.
Wasn't it longer?
I just said it was a decision. I feel like it was 18 months. I think Polenta was longer. I feel like it was 18 months. But let's give
on the Sjelvik 5-year deal or whatever the fuck.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt that it was 18 months and you only gave him an 18-month contract. From there, you had no idea what he played like. Let's forget about the fact you gave Sjelvik a 5-year contract. This is all while you're wasting Zlatan Ibrahimovic's time when he agreed to come to your team. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm not saying you made a boo-boo. I'm just holding a mirror up to the decisions you made. Really, if you got a real question, wonder why your employees are immediately name-dropping you in a negative way. Probably a bigger issue than whatever I think about whatever bad decisions you made.
Oh, so they mentioned Chris Klein. Oh, you didn't even bring it up. Oh, okay.
Didn't mention the name.
Okay.
Didn't mention. The only Chris I said was, "Hi, my name is Chris."
Your name.
That's it.
Okay.
That's
okay.
it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
See, I thought you had mentioned Klein, so that's why. Okay.
No.
Right.
I would never meet somebody and have them tell me like, "Oh, this is where I work," and then go, "Hey, let me tell you about your boss." Because what do I expect from you? You can't realistically. I can't expect you to be
get awkward like me.
Yeah, like what if he's like, yeah, I actually like him. Why? What do you think? And I like him, but I gotta explain to my kid why we don't have a women's team. And you burn $30-something million on Giovanni Dos Santos. It's not that I dislike you. I hate having those conversations.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I'm a girl dad. What do you want, man?
Yeah,
Hashtag.
Hey, hashtag.
That's the thing.
All right. Moving on, talking about signing players. We do have a rumor / it's probably going to happen. 90% going to happen. We talked about him before. Kevin Cabral. Cabral.
Probably. You're close enough.
Your lady speaks French. She's helping you with this?
She does. No, I didn't ask.
Kevin Cabral. Cabral.
Who?
Kevin Cabral.
Huh? No, I haven't asked. She helped me pronounce Grand Sir's name. I think she said Grand.
Granciere.
Not how you're saying it.
Granciere.
Granciere. Yeah, I think this looks promising. This looks pretty good.
Yeah, 21-year-old, 7 goals and 5 assists in 29 appearances. This year has 13 goals and 10 assists in 70 appearances in total across all competitions. Will be coming in at around $6 million, I believe they said. Just under $6 million.
$5.9 million.
Yeah.
5 million euros.
Will be on that under 22 rule or whatever, so he's not going to be a DP. Can play both left wing as a striker and as on the right wing. So very versatile. Mostly plays on the left and up top, but can play all three.
Yeah.
And is someone who's been sought out by multiple MLS clubs and clubs across League One and Europe. So getting him young, hopefully we can at $6 million too. Like that seems like something we can turn a profit on if we do end up selling him in a couple of years. So very excited, man. I'm team's coming together. We're finally getting some pieces in.
Yeah, it's good. This guy helps answer a lot of questions. With his signing, it's starting to it all begins to come together in a way that makes more sense. He could be another center forward to play up top with Hernandez and give him a little bit of help, which confuses Granciere a little bit. But if we're looking to stick to what it seems like we're going to, which is a pretty traditional 4-2-3-1, then he makes perfect sense. We now could potentially have a starting 11 with him playing out on the left side. Of the videos that I've seen, a video got posted this week. It was doing the rounds on Twitter of him playing high up at left wing, and bringing it across low cross for the center forward. It's exactly what you want. It's the exact pass that you want for Javier Hernandez. The one thing we didn't really get out of Pavón was that deadly final ball for players basically besides Zlatan. But Zlatan also turned Julian Araujo passes into deadly assists, But looking at that deadly through ball, that fast, quick, deadly through ball from your from a flare attacking player, it looks like we're going to get that out of him. And it's certainly very necessary to help unlock Javier in that way.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's not going to be crosses constantly into the box and trying to find hopeful balls into there, trying to get Javier Hernandez getting goals. He's not a aerial threat. Like, you got to play it on the ground, run to the touchline, put it back in the center of the box. Like, that's a lot of the times you're gonna find a goal out of Javier. So I'm excited, man. We got some pretty exciting young players that are being brought into the Galaxy, which is something that's not too often said when it comes to the Galaxy. Yeah,
well, and most importantly, when we're talking, I think the rumor for this guy was signed till 2026. I mean, you're looking at an invest. It is an investment. It's a 5-year deal on a young player. The exact opposite of Shelvik. It's a 5-year deal on a young player where I want to say it's Valenisi signed him on a free contract in 2017. I mean, relatively recently brought him in.
And came up through the PSG Academy, too.
He's through the PSG youth system and academy, moved to Valenciennes. I don't know. In a drop to the second division. He's looking to get more game time, looking to play as a young player. And look, at the end of the day, you look at our young kids and how we kind of wasted a year. Cameron Dunbar wasted a year. Zubac played, but he would have been more useful in G2. Koriniak wasted a year. Like, these young guys, they have to be playing week in and week out regularly, even if it's not the level that they're hoping to reach, even if it's not, the end maximum. They need to be playing every week. He took a step down, and in Europe, this happens all the time. It doesn't seem to happen in America enough, but in Europe, it happens a lot. You'll take a step down to a lower team or take a step down to a lower league, play regularly, play a lot, get put in the shop window, get bought by somebody else.
Well, I think the issue is because you don't see a lot of transfers out of USL up into MLS.
Yeah, I'm genuinely shocked it doesn't happen more. I honestly would have expected.
You would think teams that would look at the high, caliber players that are down there that are your Golden Boot winners or whatever, and try to bring them into the system. It kind of seems a little odd.
Seems like it would make sense, but it just doesn't happen a lot. And so it's great we're getting this guy in. We know Karofsky's been scouting France since at least 2016 when he got scouted at the Toulon Cup at France.
He has his network of the little the company that they go out and say, hey, get us some players that we can look out.
But he's been Galaxy 2's had a bunch of French players.
Definitely have French connection.
Regularly getting French players in. And
Hey,
now,
Gilbert just joined the chat.
hey, how's it going, Gilbert? So yeah, I mean, I love it. From what I've seen from him, he looks very active, very energetic, very fast, an attacking player, attacking-minded player, clearly a first-team player. And now we have Frenchmen on both wings, which I'm fucking here for, man. It's gonna. I think it's. Imagine an Alessandrini on each wing.
I'm down.
I
I'm down.
can't. And not to hype anyone too much.
Throwing up the correct way to how to put the LA hand sign out there, but
Javier Hernandez got it down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it, man. It's gonna be fun. The French connection, Grand Cyr and Cabral. Let's do
I'm
it.
down. I'm all for it.
They need a nickname. We gotta get a nickname for the front three.
The French connection.
For the front three, one of them, he's not French. You're just gonna do the two Frenchies? Just leave Chicharito.
They're connecting him.
Okay.
The French connection.
The French connection.
If you're not watching the
There's
video,
a hand. Yeah, there's a whole hand sign.
There's a hand sign.
Connection.
Yeah. All right, boys. Anything else before we get into the lightning round?
No, man, I think that's it for me. Super quick, not really tied to the Galaxy, but I don't want to do it in the rundown. Galaxy Outlaws has their membership. It's out $25. You get 2 like Galaxy Outlaws face masks, like COVID face masks. One's dark blue, one's white.
COVID-y.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you call it? Like it's a
face mask.
Yeah, but it's like a COVID face mask. It's not like
I think
normal
everyone
face
who
mask.
you say face mask, they understand what you're talking
See,
about.
I hear face mask. I think that dude from Ninja Turtles, Casey Jones.
That's a hockey mask, though.
It's a face mask. Where does it go?
Over your face.
Boom.
All right, I get you.
You take your time over there, Grandpa.
Oh, shout out to Jamesy. By the way, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jamesy.
It says the Galaxy D.
Galaxy
That could
D.
be their nickname.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good.
Les Miserable. Yeah.
Sold.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's the first team right there.
Yeah. All right, Benjamin. Let's get the lightning rounds questions.
Ruben asks, when are we? I'm not going to try to say his last name. When are we going to go back to Champions League?
Ooh.
It's
2024.
It's a 3-year
I'll
process,
take
right?
that. Well, no, I mean, like, you would say next year.
No,
if we went
23.
This year. 2023?
Yes.
So you say 2022 we qualify for the Champions League.
Yes.
How?
The Open Cup. No, I have no idea.
I'll take 2024.
2024 sounds more likely. I think 2023 we can sneak in somehow.
Oh.
Where we're like second place, and then the first place of Western Conference wins the MLS Cup. So we go to
2023. I'll say 2023. I'm interested to see if we have an exceptional team outside of, as much as I support him and I stan him and I hope he's great because he's at least a top 6 Galaxy player of all time. If Chicharito's not good and you can pick that one piece up and replace that one piece with a new big name designated player, or you can move Victor Vasquez out after this year and Sasha out after this year and get another TAM attacking midfielder or a big money forward and use that third DP spot that we now have open from Pavone. Could be 2 years. 2 years and crazy. Big issue right now is still working around Javier. If we can't get Javier going, then we're screwed. But if you're talking about a future where Javier is not on the Galaxy anymore.
Yeah, I think a second year Vanny is gonna be much different.
He's locked by a couple contracts, but it's gonna start getting easier.
Yeah.
And he's worked some wonders getting around the ones he's had.
J. Espinoza has 2 questions, Tucker. First,
Hold on. Is it this Robert Rios guy says it's Ruben Yescas, you jerkface? Is that what it was?
Thank you, Robert. What was his last name?
Rios.
Whatever, I ain't gonna try his last name either.
That's okay.
Doesn't he? No, I'm not gonna give him my time.
That's fine.
I'm gonna call him Bobby Rice. All right.
Oh boy.
That's at 0 cool 138.
For what? I'm not listening. What'd you do?
He's doing his
Don't even
football
work.
mention right now.
Jay
football
Espinoza,
mention
Tucker
today?
wants to know if you watched Did you watch the San Lorenzo game today?
Fucking goddamn San Lorenzo.
I'll take that as a yes.
I got to see some of it. They lost to Santos in the Copa Libertadores. Last I saw it was, I think, 2-1. So, I mean, at least we got a goal back, but yeah, not great.
And what do you
San
want?
Lorenzo's been fucking awful this year.
What do you want to see from Chicha this preseason?
So honestly, I like everything I've seen so far. He's a leader on the field, very extremely vocal.
The movements he's
His
making.
movement
Yeah.
drastically improved. You can't. You would have to be being purposefully logically inconsistent or purposely difficult to say that Javier Hernandez's Chicharito's movement has not drastically improved from last year. He looks. I've been saying he's 10 or 15 pounds lighter. I'm gonna go further and say he looks 20 pounds lighter than he was last year. It is a very, very impressive physical transformation that kid's gone through at this stage of his career. I honestly enjoy everything I see. I would like to see more goals, but I think we're gonna need same thing I've been preaching for over a year now. We need to see more goals from a lot of other guys because it's not all going to come from him.
And again, we haven't seen 90% of first team.
Yeah,
on
we're still.
the field.
Legette's coming back. Ephraim's coming back. Jonathan's coming
yeah.
back. We just got Julian back.
Grandsir just
Grandsir's
landed on Sunday.
Victor Vasquez just went into training. Kevin
Cabral's
Cabral's
not
going to
here
take
yet.
a couple days. Like we're still fucking figuring it out, man.
And there's still rumors of bringing in a center midfielder,
and look,
so it's like, look.
Everyone. We have if Kevin Cabral is a starter and we didn't pay 5 million euros for him to not be a starter, we're sitting on a designated player spot, going into a bunch of players being told they're not going to make the Euros, going into a bunch of players being told they're not going to make the Copa America, going into a bunch of players being told they're not making a African Cup of Nations team. Fucking chill. If ever there was a year to just be calm, no matter how we start, this is probably it. It's probably.
And if we're going to the summer with the DP spot, I mean, come on.
It's a wide open DP spot.
Yeah.
Fucking relax. Relax.
I think we're gonna be okay. Be okay.
Daniel wants to know which McDonald's does Efra own.
That's fucked up.
It's the one off the 10 and the 710 in East LA.
That's on Whittier Boulevard.
Is that the one in New York?
Yeah, right,
I wish we
right
could
up by
put
the
that audio
cemetery.
in.
So,
Wish we had thought
maybe
about
maybe that one. I've stopped at that one many a time.
I
wanna
have
explain
two
to people?
actually.
when I worked for this company like 5 years ago,
Yeah,
we had picked up like soil samples, and that's like the halfway point between the two of us. So we'd stop at that McDonald's a lot.
a lot.
A lot. You can see me a lot. I'll challenge Efra on the King of McDonald's. I'll take you down, son.
Jose Salgado says, Art and I are headed to Tucson tonight. What player would you like to talk to, and what would you tell them?
Talk to Chicha and be like, hey, keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Just whatever
keep
it would
that
be.
positivity
it would
train
be
going.
positive. Yeah, whatever it is.
I
it's
think
gonna be
they entered the
positive.
live chat. I think they said they were just passing Palm Springs a little bit ago.
Okay, hey
so
man,
maybe
safe
like
travels.
that. Yeah.
Safe travels, y'all.
I think Art hit me up and seen if I wanted to go, but I was like, nah, bro, I can't do that.
I'm waiting on a second dose to go through.
I got appointments.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's gonna be just keep it going, keep it moving. I would welcome the Frenchies. I'd welcome Victor. I would give Victor big ups for coming in and saying the right things and
Yeah.
big up in LA over Toronto and all the smart things you're supposed to do as a veteran player coming in. Yeah, I like it all. I would tell Jorge Villafana, isn't a career funny? How you kind of you went around and you got to end up back in LA. Yeah, and everybody just keep it moving. Love it. I like where the group is. I like where the group is right now.
Yeah.
Uncle Dishwasher wants to know what excites you most about this Galaxy team and what scares you the most.
I'm about the youth movement, but like it's a youth that you can see that'll be competitive. We've had back in it's 2017 where we had the youth movement, but it was like clearly players who were not ready and not MLS caliber. But you see this now, and you see the Saldanas coming up, you see the Neils coming up, you see a lot of these guys who will in the near future, play a lot of minutes for this team, and it's exciting. I think that's the most exciting thing.
If I can spend on
Bringing in players that are 26 years old, 21 years old
on long-term deals.
Yeah, that's super exciting.
I will say I'll spin on your answer a little bit, if I may. I am excited to see a process, very clearly, evenly defined. For the first, and I think for the first time, and I'll pair it myself. For the first time since Anolfo, whether you like the process or the plan or not, For the first time since Anolfo, there's a very clear system. First team player, backup MLS reserve depth quality. Youthful, promising player coming up in the system right behind him. I like seeing a very clearly defined process that I can watch whether it's working. I can watch whether when you get these kids playing, hey, are they better than they were in G2 or are they rotting on the bench? We need to move them to the reserves. If they're not playing in the reserves, we need to loan them back to G2. Like, I like being able to clearly see in 5 years, I should be able to tell you today a rough estimate, a rough map of where the club's going to be in, let's say 3 years.
Yeah.
Who we should have on the field in say 3 years. Even back to Bruce's days, if I'm honest with you, that wasn't the way we operated. We just flipped players in and out. You never really had that sense of like, these are our guys.
Yeah, with the Bruce years, you had like the bench would be like, okay, there's clearly 3 dudes on that bench who are going to come and make an impact.
Mm-hmm.
And then, 4 through 8 were like...
But he maintained a lot of the same core starting 11.
Yeah.
And then everyone else cycled out like crazy. But right now...
We had a lot of guys coming in for 1-year deals and like leaving the next year.
But now you're seeing, like, Insua was a 1-year deal, out the door. Villafaña, same age, could be here for another year past him. I mean, there is someone, air quotes, ready, who should be ready to step in at least at left back by the time Villafaña retires. Who should be ready to start at left back by the time Villafaña retires, if he doesn't make a permanent move to right back. There is a guy ready. If Julian steps out and decides he wants to go to Europe, there's a guy ready to take a homegrown player spot and step in right behind the MLS right back who is backing up Julian Araujo. Like, there's a structure. There's a very clear structure if you're watching. There's
a clear chart of like guys who can come up.
Grandsir or Cabral could be sold in 3 years, and Krinic could be starting. Could be a starting left or right winger for Major League Soccer team, as long as he's getting minutes to kind of compete in and there and stay in that conversation.
And I think that's what the beauty of the reserve league is going to bring, is you can get these guys more minutes.
Play every week. I love that. The negative, in a lot of positions, strangely, sadly, in a lot of positions, the drop off in quality is still pretty drastic. But
you're still missing a center defensive mid.
You're missing a center. But like, also, if Cabral or Grandsir goes down, it's Krinic. Like, I like Krinic, and I think in 3 years Krinic will be ready. 2-3 years Krinic will be ready, but he's not ready today. Mm-hmm. The question is, can we hold on with a Krinic at left wing and all the parts around him, or a Krinic at right wing and all the parts around him? If one of those guys go down, if Chicharito goes down, is Augie enough to get that win? Is Cabral up top enough to get that win? That's still a concern to me, but that's only because in the preseason we haven't really seen them break out yet.
Yeah, I think the scary part is, you still don't have that partner with Chicha. I think that's the thing. Like, I don't think if in a single striker system, we've talked about it before, he's not going to thrive.
It doesn't work. If Cabral gets some preseason games at forward, I get a lot more hopeful, because that problem gets a lot smaller.
Yeah.
LA Galaxy Brain wants to know if you've seen Sunderland Till I Die. I thought I'd ask that just for you.
I haven't. I haven't
I
watched
almost
any
skipped
of those.
that. So, sorry, Ed. I almost skipped that question, Doug. But I'm like,
I have not seen it, and I'm definitely not tempting the universe by watching it this season. I gotta wait like, let's see. I think we got Liverpool, Tottenham, and Arsenal. We have a weaker game, then we have Sheffield. Yeah, we end the season at Fulham. No, we end the season at home against Fulham, I think.
Oh, I hope that's
the relegation game.
Yeah,
100% that's relegation game. So, not only am I not going to watch that series, I haven't seen that series yet. I'm not going to watch it yet. I will not be tempting any fates in the world until after Newcastle's security in the Premier League.
Just keep lighting all those Alan Shearer candles.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of like those documentaries, like
the Leeds one's really
the
good.
Man City one.
That's good.
Have you seen
the Boca one? I still haven't watched any of those.
Boca's good. Boca's really good. Tottenham one was pretty good.
Is that the All or Nothings?
It's the All or Nothing. Manchester City's is like amazing. It's perfect for someone like me.
I have a lot of time this week. I might try to get some of those.
Manchester City one's good. You get talk. I mean, Pep talks.
They're on Prime, right?
It's on Prime.
I have Prime,
and it's in 4K. But Pep Guardiola talks and like explains his philosophy, and he's a fucking psychopath. But like, I just want to sit and talk soccer with him for hours and hours. But he doesn't really like black players, so that seems unlikely. Boom, roasted. What? Surprise! Y'all didn't know what? Breaking, right? Isn't that what happens? breaking news.
He's trying to cancel Pep.
You are. And aren't they linked to the Lazio striker?
Who? City?
Yeah, City.
He's talking about the Dortmund striker. You're talking about
No,
Holland?
not Holland, but they're also linked to. I
Well,
thought
he's
they were
gonna go
linked
to Barca.
to
The only Lazio striker I can think of is
the guy who played at United. He came from United sold him to Lazio.
To Lazio.
Or not Lazio, I'm sorry. Inter. My bad.
Oh, Lukaku?
Romelu Lukaku.
Yeah, Lukaku.
You
Yeah.
see how quick I get it when
But
the team's
he's
right?
playing for
my bad.
Inter.
Here, fucking
Yeah,
me
no,
up.
I thought City was linked with him.
Oh, they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're Sergio Aguero's leaving, so they need a new forward.
Oh,
So
that's
they're
what
like,
I'd be like,
what super expensive forward in the world do we want to play with? And it could be
City should buy fucking Zlatan.
Haaland, whose father's
Was
had
it-
his leg broken by Roy Keane, so he can just show up at City and fucking destroy their dreams for the next 15 years.
But he's his dad and agent were in Barcelona.
They were in Spain. They talked to Barcelona and Real Madrid. And then Dortmund was like, "We're not selling," and they were like,
Shut up.
Funny.
Shut up. It's either us or you're gonna sell him to fucking Bayern. So just like
Well, the beauty is, if apparently they've said on the inside, they've said they're not willing to sell Haaland and Sancho in the same window. So if Haaland ends up going to City, he would have fucked Manchester United twice.
there you go.
That'd be great,
There you go.
Ben.
Yeah, great.
Manchester United's a terrible team. You shouldn't support them.
If you want to watch a good All or Nothing, there's one on the All Blacks.
The only All or Nothing I recognize is by O-Town. And it's an amazing song, if you haven't heard it.
Go watch the New Zealand one, New Zealand rugby.
The All
Talk-
Blacks?
talk- yeah,
I'll check it out.
Sounds
It, it's really good. It's just kind of about the generational change. You'll really like it, Tuck.
Okay, I'm in.
Oh, when I like it.
Because you're not deep.
You're not as deep as Tuck. Wow.
Pause.
What's the next question?
Oh, whoa.
How deep is Tuck?
Yeah.
El Yank wants to know if
How
these
deep is
questions
your
will
love?
actually
Sorry.
get asked on the show.
Hmm?
So the answer, El Yank, is yes.
What was the question?
Will these questions get asked on the
Oh.
show? How
There
many?
you
You fucked up your question. You could have asked something else, man.
Go listen to the Patreon.
Yeah.
Mime Not wants to know how many concussions has Klinsman had since joining the G's?
0?
One.
1.
Well, they thought he might have. I don't
Wasn't
know.
really our fault.
No, that was with the net.
With
the
the
Nets.
Nets,
Yeah. That was the scary when he came back and got kicked in the face.
I'm sure it still works. Still counts.
Daniel wants to know the best and worst jersey or stadium sponsor.
Best and worst?
Yeah,
Jersey and stadium sponsor?
jersey and or
Herbalife's pretty bad. Flex Power Tools is awful.
Did you see San Jose
The
Stadium?
Chicago Quaker one. Everyone tried to act like that shit was dope, but it was fucking whack. Remember that the Quaker Oats? That was garbage.
think
San
it means the
Jose
Galaxy.
is being sponsored by PayPal.
By PayPal. So they're gonna
Are
be
they
playing.
really?
They're gonna be playing at the PP Park.
Are they really?
It's PayPal Park, so they're gonna be playing at the PP Park.
PP Park, let's go.
I like it.
So we have the Stank, and then we have the PP Park.
Yeah. And it'll be the Stank. I don't give a fuck what they change it
It's
into.
never not gonna be the Stank.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Good logo. I've always really liked the Pirelli tires on Inter. Back in the day, it was always.
Oh, so it's
nice.
not even just MLS.
No, I think he meant the Galaxy, but Tucker goes all over the place. So I'm gonna let Tucker go
Oh,
because
Pirelli and Inter is fucking classic.
Yeah.
That was a classic top. I always really liked Chelsea and Samsung. I don't know what 3 is.
In the Madrid with Siemens was kind of like
With BenQ and Siemens, yeah. Kind of, but I like the.
the Newcastle with the Newcastle on it, man. That's like,
yeah, that was one of the best.
come on.
It fucking ruined my club. It ruined my goddamn team so bad. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Within MLS, I think the Target is pretty cool. On what was it, Minnesota?
Yeah, that was an interesting choice. Red Bull, I get why everybody hates it, but it's kind of dope.
Dude, they're new. Have you seen the new black shirts? I mean,
Yeah.
those are pretty nice.
It's
man.
like the
The
black
dark
and red,
blue,
right?
Yeah, the black and red.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, I can't really think of any others that stand out too much as far as that were bad. Newcastle had what was it, Virgin Money as a shirt sponsor, so I got to walk around with Virgin written all over my chest. That was awesome. That was fun as an overweight guy, as a fat dude.
You see
walking
a lot
around
of sponsors
Inglewood.
now. It's like betting sites and shit. It looks stupid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Watford
the
sell
vote-
betting site.
Didn't Newcastle have a betting
Newcastle's
site
a
for
betting
while?
site right now.
Yeah.
You're talking about future Premier League team, Watford FC, baby.
There's a strong possibility.
They have a betting site.
It's like a Chinese betting site too.
It's always Chinese.
Yeah. So, hey, man, give me that money.
All right, Charlos Schmarlos.
Ah, fuck him on that name.
What's your favorite signature wrestling move?
Favorite signature wrestling move? Figure 4 leg lock. Shooting
Really?
star press. That's up there. Figure 4? Yeah, because every fat guy can do a figure 4. Like, you don't, and I'm not breathing heavy putting someone in a figure 4. You make me do almost any other wrestling move, it's exhausting.
A move that I like and it always looks really cool is like the Falcon Arrow.
Yeah, you will die. You will die.
Did you watch Dynamite this week?
No.
So your girl Chris Statlander came back this week.
I saw that.
And
Let's
she did
fucking
a
go. Boop.
badass Falcon Arrow off the apron
Through a table?
through a table.
This is what I love about wrestling. That's how someone comes back from injury.
It's to possibly get re-injured.
Like,
Yeah.
Ed's like, I got a vaccine, man. I'm tired. Andrew's like, I got a
not
vaccine.
tired.
I'm tired. Chris Statlander, through a table.
Fucking 9 months with a torn ACL and MCL
Through a table.
through a table.
I should change my answer. Damien and I are wrestling in the morning, so I hit him with Samoan drops pretty regularly. So that's probably my favorite move. Big fan of the Samoan drop.
Nice.
Frog Splash is always just a visually nice.
If you can get all the way up.
Yeah.
That 5-star. Bang.
Outsider says, give Cabrillo the number 10 or make effort change his number.
What's effort? What's effort right now?
26.
26.
Was that his number?
Yeah.
Cabral?
I think it's his number in wherever he's at.
Yeah, it is.
10's open. I mean, I don't mind. I don't care. I don't care about numbers.
What?
I don't care about what number you take.
Tucker's like, what?
I'm gonna look at you while I answer this question, Ben. Fucking ignore that guy over there.
If you're not taking Kobe's number, then I don't really care.
It's not retired. Why not? Maybe he likes 13. Why wouldn't he like 13? Klein, why wouldn't he like 13 for that jersey number that didn't get retired at that event I was at? You don't make a player change his number. Efrain is not a youth player. If he was on G2, yeah, you change that 26. You got to come up off that jersey. He is a first-team player. He is on his, third year in the first team? Kevin wants that number. We paid $6 million for you. You go fucking run that check. Or take my boy to McDonald's. Take him to Mickey D's. Take him to Mickey D's and just ask for the number. I'm sure he'll give it to you. Be like, look, you give me a 26, you can get a 2 and a 6. Supersized. They're yours. Don't even
What is
worry
a
about
2 and a 6?
Fuck if I know. What are you talking about? You know how long it's been since I've been at McDonald's?
I think it's a quarter pounder, and number 6 is definitely the filet of fish.
I feel
know
like
that
2 is
because
a
it's Lent.
cheeseburger. 2's got to be a cheeseburger, right?
No, cheeseburger's number 9.
Dude, I get the dollar.
I
menu
want to say
shit,
it's
so I don't know.
it's quarter pounder with cheese, and
I
then
get the dollar menu shit if I ever go to McDonald's. So.
the number 6 is the filet of fish.
Let me see.
I don't think I've bought a meal from McDonald's in fucking years.
You do like dollar menu.
I just do dollar shit.
Like the McDouble.
Yeah, because if I remember at McDonald's, it's always because I'm like, it's the last choice I want to
exactly.
make.
I am.
It's because you're in it. Well, back when you used to drive, you were in a hurry.
Yeah,
And you needed something quick.
My lunch was like 10 minutes because I still had to work through my lunch
And
most
you're like,
times.
shit, I always think it's McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm certain if I ate McDonald's today, my butthole would just blow out.
Oh,
There's
you'd
no
be
way.
sick.
There's no way I could
You'd for sure
survive
be
it.
sick for a day.
There's no way I could survive. So let's see. I got.
There's got to be someone in the chat that's
all right,
already
boom,
got it up.
Ben, I got it. What's the number 1?
Number 1's got to be the Big Mac,
Boom,
right?
of course, national treasure. What's number 2?
What is the quarter pounder with cheese?
Incorrect. 2 cheeseburgers. What's number 3?
I thought that was the number 9.
Nah, it's number 2. At least on the
This
picture.
is
I got.
fucking fascinating stuff on a podcast.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. What's number 3? Quarter pounder. Boom. Number 4. It's America. Double quarter pounder. Number 5. Angus Deluxe. Is that shit on the menu?
Fuck all that Angus shit at a goddamn McDonald's. Like, what are you buying that shit for?
Number 6. Angus bacon and cheese. And number 7. Angus mushroom and Swiss. I don't know what any of those are. There are 1,440 calories in the Angus mushroom and Swiss. That's fucking ridiculous.
It's like what?
Have you eaten one of those?
No, I don't. What's
I don't know why you look like you're in trouble. You're fine.
What's the point? No, I don't understand
What's
the
the
point.
point to McDonald's? Don't get
No.
now you're scared.
No, the point of Angus burgers at McDonald's, like, or like, oh, I'm getting my high quality meat
From McDonald's.
from McDonald's,
Well, it's
where they, my frozen onions that they put water and now they became onions somehow. Like, it's just,
Good onions, though, man.
I get down with those onions. It's pretty good.
Dude, on the cheeseburger,
Yeah,
and just like not the double cheese, the regular
because they're all
cheeseburger.
like diced and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's some good
I
onions.
get down with that.
Last question comes from Beats on Bikes.
What's up, girl?
How much
mad
sex?
that we were talking McDonald's? Their question comes up.
How much
y'all.
sexier is Tucker gonna get?
Honestly,
fire emoji.
Honestly,
fire emoji.
too sexy.
I like this level of grading scale by fire emoji.
Too sexy. That's what I say.
I will agree with you. And that's it.
I don't know, man. I want to. What's too sexy?
Tuck's like, please
You
quantify.
want like the scale?
Well, I wanted a fire emoji. It's what she asked for.
Like,
How
are we
many
talking?
fire
Are we talking?
emojis?
He's more like Shamar Moore, like closer to that.
Now we're talking.
Idris Elba, maybe,
All right. Even more important.
because he's like sophisticated,
He's smart too.
older black dude.
I feel like Idris Elba is smart, and I'm realizing now it's because of the accent. It really is. I have no reason to believe he's more intelligent than Shamar Moore, outside of the fact he sounds like a Harry Potter character,
Right.
but like a different black character, not Kingsley Shacklebolt. It's like the only black dude in the whole Potter universe.
Yeah. I think Chris is for sure gonna get to like the Shamar Moore.
This is what I'm going for, though.
Yeah.
Because this is what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna keep losing. I'm gonna try to keep losing weight, get down to like a solid like 215, right? And the whole time, I'm gonna grow this bad boy out. I'm gonna grow that mustache out. You see
What
this?
was the dude's name who did like the Old Spice commercials?
It's the black dude from Old Spice. Nobody knows his
Something
name.
Mustafa.
What?
Yeah.
His name is something
No.
Mustafa?
No, it's
I thought you said his name is something Mustafa.
It's something-
Thanks, Ed, you just saved me.
quote, unquote.
Thanks for that earlier.
Mustafa?
yeah. Oh fuck. Old Spice dude. Like handsome dude.
Old
like
Spice Mustafa.
Old Spice dude, and then Shamar Moore. That's where I'm
Where's
putting.
Mustafa coming from? Am I missing this?
That's his last name. I know that's his last name for sure.
So you're saying his name is his... Oh, I didn't think
It's
his first
something.
name was fucking something. I was surprised his last name was Mustafa.
Isaiah. Someone post. Carlos.
Isaiah Mustafa?
Isaiah Mustafa.
That guy has a massive penis. Isaiah Mustafa?
Yeah.
That's a fucking hog, man.
Like a monster dong.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, probably.
You think it's just holding up that towel from the back? You just couldn't see it. That's why I never moved.
He doesn't need it. He never needs a chair. He just tripods it.
He just try. He just leans forward. Have you tried Old Spice?
Ladies.
Ladies. Hello.
What a question to end on.
Tucker, do it again. One more time.
Hello.
Yeah, see, I can't get that deep.
Hello. Old Spice ladies.
Look at me.
Look
now
at
look
me.
at your man.
Now look at your man. Now look at me. Isn't your man a piece of shit? You just watching like, fuck you,
Fuck,
man.
man.
Fuck you trying to do? Put a shirt on, number one. Y'all up in my house. As soon as the Old Spice comes on, you just change the channel. You watch
No!
I was watching that. You're watching 2 minutes. Wait. You're looking at that guy for. We are both black men. You don't look at him. It's me. That's it. If you're not looking at me, you better be looking at dudes that look like Matthew Broderick. I want no competition. Zero.
You better be looking at dudes like Steve Buscemi.
Hello, ladies. Isn't your man ugly as fuck? Isn't my dick big?
Isn't he just the biggest piece of shit?
Haven't you ever wondered why my towel goes all the way to the floor?
Oh,
It's like, yeah, no, we understand it. Old Spice, man, you're trying to fuck my wife. I get it.
come on, man.
Just go fuck yourself.
You're supposed to be bigging us up,
I
man.
don't even use Old Spice no more.
Nah.
This is the thing. I used to buy Old Spice. And now that guy's trying to fuck my missus. I'm like, nah, fuck you, man. You think you up here with 4 flame emojis? Fuck you. Fuck you. All right?
How many eggplant emojis did they put on him? That's fucked up.
5. Oh, man.
Oh, God. All right. Anything else before we get out of here, guys?
Everybody be nice to each other. You know,
Cool.
normal stuff. Don't rock Old Spice.
No.
We come back next week. We're like, oldspice.com/rightsquadcast.
Put in the promo code.
They
Squadcast.
hushed us.
Benjamin, where can they find you on the socials, man?
You can find me at QABen5. Is it? I think so. I think it's
I was trying to
QABen5.
find it last week because it was our 4-year anniversary with Ben last week.
Oh, that's right.
And I was trying to find it, but I kept on typing QAnon Ben, but nothing came up. So I'm like really worried I'm on a list now somewhere.
You definitely are on a list somewhere, Ed.
Cool.
That's for sure. Or you can find me at DT Radio Ben or Old Man Ben 3. You can email the show at riotSquadcast.com, or probably better to go riotSquadcast@gmail.com. Ed,
Can they leave us a voicemail somewhere?
yeah, why don't you give them the number?
They can leave us a voicemail at 562-641-5277. Again, that's 562-641-5277. Tucker, where can they find you on the social, sir?
You can find me on Twitter at ZeroCool138. You can find me on Goodreads at ZeroCool138. And I just got asked if I have Strava. So if you're on Strava, I'm going to start using that for running. It's like a social media app for like running and biking and shit like that.
It's just it's going to make you depressed, just so you know.
It's not going to make you depressed. No, look, don't listen to the person who doesn't work out. Working out does not make you depressed.
No. Strava.
Why?
You'll find out. Just go on Strava.
The QAnon Ben account is gone.
It is?
That's what Bob Secamano says.
The mystery of QAnon Ben. But yeah, get on Strava, ZeroCool138. Find me. We won't run together, but you'll see me run, and I'll see you run, and we'll dap each other up. It'll be lovely.
You can find me on the social medias on Twitter and Instagram at TheZombie13. You can find the show on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, youtube.com/RiotSquadcast. Subscribe, hit that notifications. You can get notified when we go live and post videos and stuff like that. You can find us on Patreon, patreon.com/RiotSquadcast. Again, if we get to 40 subscribers, we're giving away a community kit, authentic community kit, and the episode will be dropping every Friday, usually when we drop the episodes. So go sign up. $5 is the minimum, so you can give us all, and we love you guys. Thank you so much. Be safe. Be nice to each other. We love you. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Fuck you, Brian. Suck a dick, bitch. Woo!